Yo, what's up, everybody? How we doing? There we go. Connor, High Gaming, former Frosty, Luke, Michael. Damn, Frosty's in here. That's dope. Riggin, Silence is Golden, Big Bad Red, welcome back. Paul Morgan, Ace of Spade, welcome back. The Avgeek, Ren, Uncle Ruckus, Chuck Small, Trevor, Pond, Renolin, welcome back. Wrecking Soldier, welcome back. I Love Cheese, welcome back. Cooper Austin, you're on a 3-stream streak. Let's go. Hazard Inc. Roshi Masta. Ooh, I like that one. I got my Dragon Ball. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you can see it right there. I'm a fan. I'm good, bro. How we doing? Trixie. You'll probably have to tell me like 20 more times. Hold on. Bam. There we go. Oh. There we go. Okay. Nice. Ominous Shadows, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Doe-free. Happy Friday. Yes, it's Friday. How are all my Tylenol Americans doing? My fellow Tylenol Americans. How are we doing? I'm on the main TV. Let's go, dude. Hey, I'm on the big screen. EJ says, have you seen the new Nuxaroar video? I've never seen a Nuxaroar video. I don't know what that is.
Nuxaroar is awesome.
Who's that?
Nuxaroar is like a political VTuber.
Okay.
Kind of in the same vein as like more Pegasus or Tectone to an extent. He's been covering a bunch of the Hassan Piker stuff. He's been doing like the 100 or Hassan Piker is 100% fucked, 150% fucked, and I think he's like on like 900% fucked at this point. But he's been chronologically, keeping track of all the drama.
Okay. All right. Has Asmongold reacted to him?
Yeah, Asmon and Tectone both have and are aware of Nuxaroar.
Nuxaroar.
He's like a little blue devil looking dude.
Oh, I might have seen his videos. Let me take a look here.
I was keeping up with his videos a lot, but I fell off like the last month or so.
Okay, yeah, I have not seen these. I was thinking of a different one that Asmongold reacts to. Yo, $5 super chat coming in again from Ace of Spades. Says Trump's F-bomb is so funny. We're covering that today for sure. 100%. 100%. Thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. Joker, what's up, man? I see you in the chat. Roger Jones, how we doing? What's up, YouTube short crew? Whoops. Accidentally moved my chat back. There we go. Frosty says, wait, he F-bomb? I got to see that. Oh, yeah, we're covering it. I'm going to get to the news really soon, too, because I want to get Archie editing right away. Big Bad Red, I see you. I'm gonna move these ones around. Swap positions. There we go. There we go. Yes, you are reading that headline correctly. Trump did drop an F-bomb. I can't wait to show you guys. Oh, and also this headline right in front of you guys is also true. That's ridiculous. So... Boo Boo Boss, what's up, man? I see you. They're attacking Lord of the Rings, yeah. So they're interpreting the orcs as black people and then imposing that on us as if we see the orcs as black people. But they're the ones doing it. I just saw it as orcs. Because it's about fucking orcs and dragons and goblins, trolls, giant spiders, elves, fucking magic, invisibility ring. You know what I mean? Like, pretty wild. Yeah, it's frustrating. Not gonna lie, I get kind of frustrated with that. That one, I'm like, I roll my eyes so hard and I get a headache. Nice. Good things are happening. All right. Benjamin Berman. Am I saying that right? Benjamin Berman it says, hi, I'm watching you. What's up, man? Lord of the Rings is the definition of DEI. Really? I mean, maybe Rings of Power, but not the original Lord of the Rings. But the Rings of Power series on Amazon, yeah, definitely, 100%. 100%. No King's protest tomorrow, probably all day. I've heard there's heads of Antifa flown into... Oh, they're going to do it in Portland? Where's the, or that's going to be like all over, right? I'm curious.
Yeah, they're doing one here.
Really? Maybe I can go down to it and stream it.
Yeah, one of Susie's best friends in the world, his birthday's tomorrow, and part of his birthday is he was trying to get everyone to go to the protest. It's
right on.
Yeah, it's going on tomorrow.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, Archie, should I go
Get
to
your
that?
Nick Shelley on.
Should I?
Yeah, 100%. Get your Nick Shelley hat on and go and film some of it.
Awesome.
Or stream it. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Okay.
You probably meet some fans, to be honest. It's a meet and greet.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go be nice and be like, no, this is awesome. Like I agree with protesting and not burning shit down. Like this is way cool, bro. Like this is a good example to set. That's gonna be my vibe. You're setting a good example of how to speak your mind, bro. Let's like I see it as a positive thing. I mean, other righties are gonna be all annoyed or whatever, but I just see it as at least they're not, as long as they're not burning shit down, dude, then I think it's fine. Honestly, like,
yeah,
I think that back in the day we were a lot more annoyed with protests because they weren't burning everything down so much. But with the commonality of things getting burned down and broken and destroyed and just, you know, all that nonsense, it's made me say, I'll go to any peaceful protest they want to do, whatever they want to say, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Go do it. Just don't go burn shit down, please. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll go check that out. Guys, should I go to the No Kings protest? I have a live streaming rig. IRL live streaming rig, so I'm all rigged up. There's a stupid protest in my town at the state capitol building. Last time they did the protest, it was just a bunch of old white people. I should go do it and just like have some fucking, maybe I can try and make everyone laugh. I'll just ask some funny questions. We'll do
you should bring the breathalyzer, try and breathalyze some Antifa. See what they're on.
That would be funny as fuck. Happy Friday, Stan, and amazing chat. What's up, Mock? Definitely going to be
That
riots.
reminds me of a video we did where one of the protesters was holding a fucking craft beer while they were protesting.
Yeah. See, that's what I want. Let me get some. I'll bring some beers. I'll just hand them out like, here's a beer. I'll make peace. I'll give them a Bud Light. We could be gay together. We'll drink the gay beer as a sign of peace. I think that would be interesting because I prefer just being friendly. I don't want to go there and antagonize. I'd like to be the opposite and just be a vibe. Be like, whatever, bro.
Handing out.
Yeah, hand out Bud Lights. Here you go. Hand out Bud Lights.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Here we go, Bud Light, bro. Let's drink some gay beer together. I'll be drinking one and I'll hand them out. Here you go.
It's like, have you ever seen those videos of where people will go into the hood and they'll just start handing out like alcohol and cigarettes to the homeless people there?
Fuck yeah, dude. Here you go. Fuck yeah, dude. That's I mean, giving them money and stuff is nice, but sometimes that's just really nice. You know? It's just nice to get something like that. Oh, fuck yeah. They're never peaceful. Challenge accepted. I kind of want to go down there and see if I can just like make some peace, right?
Yeah. Get some beers.
I'm not there to go challenge everyone. I'm not there to debate or challenge. I'm there to just let them say what they want to say and then maybe have some laughs. Even though I'm opposite of the political spectrum, I'm just literally go there and turn on vibe mode because I could vibe with anybody as long as they're not going too far.
Dude, tailgate it and bring like a grill with burgers and brats.
Fuck yeah. Well, that's a lot of now we're getting into logistics. I need to be able to just walk around and have my camera and have my mic and talk to people. That would be sick. That's tomorrow. I might do that. That sounds interesting to me. Like go on the ground. It's right here in Denver. I just take the train down there. Go down to Denver and you know, just let people say whatever they want to say and not sit there and challenge everybody. Like there's other people that do that. If you guys want me to be the guy that goes and challenges everybody, that's not my style. Not necessarily. In person, when other people are just like when someone's in front of you, things are different. It's a different feeling, right? So for me, I just like, there's a person in front of me. What do they want to say? They want to say some crazy ass shit. They can. KG4, what's up, man? I see you in the chat. Just be careful if you do. Yeah, be careful. You know, I'll be aight. I have a cameraman that I might be able to hire, so that way I don't have to bring Brittany down there. She probably doesn't want to fuck with it. I can bring as an old cameraman. His name's Crackhead Gabe. And if I give him $100, he'll hold my camera. And he's really loyal, dude. He loves hanging out. He loves being my cameraman. KG4 with a sub. Let's go. Thank you very much. There it is. Book ads. That's the easy way to make the ads go away. I have Twitch Turbo. That's what I use. Does he have crack in his head? You know what? Maybe. What time of day are we talking? It's the dumbest post you've ever seen in your life. Oh yeah, this is so stupid. It's horribly stupid. I forgot that was what was up for a second there. Just seeing you is gonna trigger someone there. Someone might recognize me, but I'm not gonna be a problem. That's the thing. I'm just gonna de-escalate. That's why I was saying, like, if I do more things like this, I'll recruit. I'll start off with some of my friends from the Marines. I know some big fucks, but they might not want to do it all the time. So I could probably recruit from the community. I'll fly some people out. I just need big fucks to stand with me. So nobody fucks with me, you know? But we're not allowed to touch anybody, put our hands on anybody. You just, you know, like, sure, you could, like, whatever, you know, for defense, you know, make sure it's non-lethal, whatever you got. But yeah, fucking, just deterrent, right? And just everybody's starting to cause problems. We just de-escalate, bro. We're just there to document. We're just there to document and break the ice. That's it, bro. Break the ice. Like, you know, some people don't want to, and we'll document that they don't want to. We'll document their behavior, you know? Stand with me, bro. Yeah, as long as you're a big fuck. I need some 6 foot fucking corn-fed fucks, okay? That's what I need. All right. Shall we? Archie, let's see. We have limited time. Let's get this. All right, which one should I do first? I guess the news, right?
Yeah, we can do it. It depends how you're feeling about the top 3 stories.
Let me take a look. Trump says the F-bomb. Fucking love it. And then we could just say some of the other things that happen. Judge took down fencing in Chicago riots.
Yeah, I know that's old, but since then the riots today have gone crazy. Like because
let's do the Zohan Mandani new. Like we need to find a way to like label it, right? So just saying Zohan, you know, the Zohan debate happened. We'll say something like that. There we go. Don't mess with the Zohan. Chicago riots are dialing up. UFOs. Lord of the Rings racist.
Crazy story.
Lord of the Rings is racist. Let's do that for third story.
Alrighty.
Yeah, third story. It's fine. I'll talk about it for a little bit. I've been talking about it for a minute, so I'm warmed up on that subject. And then we'll move the Chicago thing over because can you condense this Chicago thing?
Yeah, I'll condense it.
All right, I'm gonna move it after Lord of the Rings.
Good stuff.
All right, let me take a look at the other stories. All right, I'm just gonna start opening these up and get them ready to go.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Archie bit my finger.
Charlie bit my finger. Oh no, Charlie! Stop it, Charlie.
I don't even know what to type. Oh yeah, Trump F-bomb. Here we go. Almost typed Charlie.
Charlie F-bomb.
Charlie, you can't.
I'm gonna have to say that while you're making the title for the stream, and the stream title will probably just be Charlie bit my finger.
Oh wait, I'm gonna let you condense Zohan before I open it up.
Yeah. You want me to condense Zohan and the Chicago?
Oh no, wait, Zohan stays. I'm sorry. Yeah, just Chicago. You're right. I got it mixed up.
Yeah, he's gonna, unless by some miracle chance the Republican candidate drops out of the race and Andrew Cuomo has a complete fucking renaissance period. He's not got. That Zohan Mandani is going to be the next New York guy.
I think it's going to be a great experiment. Let them do it and let's see what happens. They could do it on their own city, right? They tried out on their own shit. They want to try all that shit. Go for it, bro. Do it in your own city. Don't do it in ours, though.
Yeah, that's what they're voting for.
Zohan. I'm just gonna say, don't mess with the Zohan. Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna call it Racists of the Rings. Hello, my fellow bigots. Is this shit condensed enough? Think it's good to go like that?
Yeah, I mean, one of the stories could go. They're both pretty stupid and pretty quick, though. The two that I'm thinking could go.
All right, well,
This one could.
All right, there we go. Got 4. Chicago. We don't have daily crash outs in this one.
Yeah, because they're all in this one. I can just take some of the new ones we got and put them in this one. That would actually probably work, definitely.
Okay.
I actually found some other daily crash outs as well. I can add in.
I sent you some too.
Yeah, they're in the crash out section at the top.
Okay.
Just take them out.
Trump sets all-time oil pumping record. Here we go. Drill, baby, drill. That's what I'm calling this segment. Drill, baby, drill. There we go. UFOs. Fucking love talking about UFOs. I don't ever get views on that subject, but I love talking about UFOs. So you one of your gay roommates is super liberal and the other one's super Republican?
Yeah, that's the. Well, he's not super liberal, and because his boyfriend is super Republican, he says, no, I'm independent.
Okay, but he's
yeah,
liberal.
He's more. Yeah, he's more of a liberal than
the
other one.
That's funny as fuck, dude.
The other one doesn't even like gay people. That's how non-liberal he is. He's a full-on like. That's the level we're
it's
talking
because
about.
they're frustrating sometimes.
I like gay. Yeah, exactly. That's his reasoning as well. I like gay people more than he does.
Yeah. Burkaban. Here we go. Okay. Durkaban. Durka, Mohammed Jihad. Fucking, I need to watch World Police again. Some lefties try to steal this guy's flag. This should go in Crashouts. Did you hear me, Archie?
Yeah, gotcha.
I'll mark it for you. Oh, you got it. Okay. Withheld funds. Pfizer. Wait, what is this?
So he's
Gambling.
basically he won a load of money gambling. The governor of Illinois, and he's like,
Really?
yeah, he won like 1.4 million.
And then he suggests more people. That's funny.
Yeah,
Bolton turns himself.
right. He's on that
in.
gambling high.
I think Bolton turning himself in should go up higher. I'm gonna put that above Drill Baby Drill, and Chicago even. Yeah, that one needs to get talked about right away. That's a very interesting topic for a lot of people. Portland protesters running out of ideas. Portland, weird. Running out of ideas. I mean, I've never seen this before. That's unique.
Yeah, one man's running out of ideas as another man's never seen this before.
I've never seen this before. I don't see it as running out of ideas. I see,
it's better than before.
Yeah, saying that they're running out of ideas is just coming from a place of like being really annoyed, which don't get me wrong, it's annoying. But if we're being honest, I mean, I've never seen that before, so I wouldn't say they're running out of ideas.
Coming up with new ideas.
Yeah, that's a new one. It's the opposite. Ilhan Omar. What is she? Omar? I'm just gonna call her Omar.
Yeah, she's like, genuinely, if those captions are actually true about what she's saying, it's just nuts. Like, she's just talking about how much she loves Somalia and how much like that's her president and stuff, and that she needs to be honored by him or whatever. Which is not what you're talking about when you mention about assimilation.
Cooperate with ICE. He's not wrong. There we go. Saying that's at least he's saying something true. Andrea sings. Okay, well.
Oh wait, no, should not help ICE. Sorry, he's not saying the opposite of that, Stan.
Oh, okay.
Whoops, I missed the NT on shouldn't, not should.
Okay. I was like, well, fuck, I agree with that. Yeah. Jesus Christ, Archie.
You're gonna be like, well, this guy's saying some sense, and then it just cuts onto it, and he's like, the police should not help out with ICE.
You need to put an apostrophe in there. I put it in there for you. Singing in the White House. What is this?
I thought it was a way we could end it.
Okay, potential ending. Let me open up Crashouts. Here we go. I think the flag, I haven't seen the other one, so maybe I'm biased on the flag one, but I think that one's the best one. Daily Crashouts. There we go. All right, we're gonna do like 2 daily Crashouts videos today, guys. See, I have an hour. Let's do this. All right, you guys ready to rock and roll? Sorry for ignoring the chat. I was just setting up my video. We're about to shoot this right now live. All right. I'm going to shoot this, Archie. I've started recording.
Hell yeah.
I did a stream marker. Yeah, no, you're good. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, it's only showing Twitch chat in the bottom. No, it's showing both. Let me see. Oh, that's restream chat. Okay, we're going to do... We're going to do YouTube Shorts chat for the video. So it's faster. I want the faster chat. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, people from all over the world. Let's do this intro. All right, here we go. Trump drops another F-bomb on national television. It looks like Zohan Mamdani is going to be the next mayor of New York. And apparently, Lord of the Rings is racist now. We have all those stories and so much more. This is your daily injection of political crack. Let's go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Starting here. Starting with President Trump dropping an F-bomb while ripping apart Nicolas Maduro of Venezuela. Okay, this is the biggest one of the day. We're showing the best first.
Do you authorize CIA operations in Venezuela as part of...
Well, I wouldn't say that, but some interesting things are happening around the world, I'll say that.
Mr. President, it has been reported that Maduro offered everything in his country, all the natural resources. He even recorded a message to you in English recently, offering mediation. What should we do in order to stop that?
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Now get the fuck out of the Oval Office or their cabinet room, wherever that is. Get the fuck out.
All right, now the real discussions begin between President Trump and President Zelensky.
Get the work. Get the fuck out.
CIA
Love it, dude. One more time.
Want to fuck around with the United States. Everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
He was this close to saying and find out. What, like, tell me I'm wrong. He was this close. Imagine. That would just make, that would be so much better. But you could tell he was this close to saying that. Potty words? Huh? What do you mean potty words? Best scene in 2025? Facts. Yeah, also, did you see how much, like, look at JD Vance, bro. He is laughing his ass off, dude. Marco Rubio's pleased. Everyone's like, oh shit. He did it. He said it. Just look at JD Vance, look over like, oh my God, this is real life. This is the life I live. Just imagine being JD Vance out of nowhere. That's wild. He just came out of nowhere. President Trump was also asked about potential survivors from his strike on the Venezuelan drug traffickers, and Rubio just revealed there is bombshell information coming out.
Venezuela, there are survivors from your latest boat strike. What happens to those survivors?
Well, I'll ask Marco to discuss that possibly.
Yeah, it's well known there's an ongoing narco-terrorist operation the United States has been conducting. As far as details of any recent strikes, we're not prepared here to announce all those details, but you'll get that information here very shortly.
And how are there survivors when these are meant to be lethal attacks?
Yeah, again, I mean, we're undertaking these operations against narco-terrorists. That's what these are. These are terrorists. Let's be clear. And but as far as the details of any recent operations, when we are prepared to announce those, we will, as the president has consistently done. So you may get something on that later today.
Let me ask you, that was in a submarine, right? It was. We attacked a submarine. And
oh, really?
That was
I didn't know that.
Drug-carrying submarine built specifically for the transportation of massive amounts of drugs. Just so you understand, this was not an innocent group of people. I don't know too many people that have submarines, and that was an attack on a drug-carrying, loaded-up submarine. Yeah.
Blow him up!
Putin, is it your belief, as Mr. Zelensky said yesterday, that the threat of tomahawks and cost Secretary...
What the fuck does that have to do with... Okay. This should cut... When they're... The people cutting these clips, you got to cut the little bit out at the end, bro. So it was they're using submarines. That actually makes sense. That sounds smart, but I guess it's not that smart anymore. If we know where their fucking submarines are, we could blow them up from the sky. Being underwater doesn't seem to be protecting you that much unless it's surfaced. President Trump also just showed the kind of man he is, okay?
We resolved 8 others. It's funny how people say that. If you get this one, every time I do one, they forget about that one. I solved 8 wars. Go to Rwanda and the Congo. Talk about India and Pakistan. Look at Thailand. Look at all of the wars that we solved. And every time I solve one, they say, if you solve the next one, you're going to get the Nobel Prize. I didn't get a Nobel Prize. Somebody got it who's a very nice woman. Very nice. I don't know who she is, but she was very generous. So I don't care about all that stuff. I just care about saving lives. But this will be number 9. But every time I solve one, they said, sir, if you solve one more, you're going to be known as a peacekeeper. So to the best of my knowledge, we've never had a president that solved one war. Not one war. Bush started a war. A lot of them start wars, but they don't solve the wars. They don't settle them. And especially when they have nothing to do with us. I saw almost, I guess, just about all of these wars had nothing to do with us. But I saved tens of millions of lives. The Prime Minister of Pakistan said, I saved millions of lives in interceding on Pakistan, and you look at Pakistan and India as an example. That would have been a bad one, 2 nuclear nations, right? So I say this, this is pretty much the last one, although I do understand that Pakistan attacked, or there is an attack going on with Afghanistan. That's an easy one for me to solve if I have to solve it. In the meantime, I have to run the USA, but I love solving wars. You know why? I like stopping people from being killed, and I've saved millions and millions of lives, and I think we're going to have success with this war.
So what shows what kind of man he is? It shows the man, he wants to be seen as a peacetime president. The man who saves lives. Fuck the Nobel Peace Prize, just save lives. It is vanity though, all right? Because it is about like, hey, look how good I'm. It's still vanity, but I don't give a fuck. That's my favorite thing about Trump is his vanity. All right? Everyone always said that like the vanity that Trump has is like one of his worst assets, but I think that the vanity brings charm and charisma that really energizes the base of people that like Donald Trump. So, I mean, personally, it's one of my favorite things. I love it. He doesn't give a fuck. That's a simple way of putting it. I love that he's vain. I think it's interesting.
Well, India is not going to be buying Russian oil anymore. And Hungary is...
Oh, let me start this over. President Trump just confirmed something massive when it comes to achieving peace in Ukraine.
Well, India is not going to be buying Russian oil anymore. And Hungary is sort of stuck because they have one pipeline that's been there for years and years and years, and they're inland. They don't have sea. They don't have sea. And I spoke with the very great leader of Hungary, and they are, it's very hard for them to get oil. I understand it. Hungary's in a very interesting position because they can't have ports. They're surrounded by land. So we'll see what happens there. But India will not be buying oil from Russia. And they've already de-escalated, and they've more or less stopped. They're pulling back. They bought about 38% of the oil, and they won't be doing it anymore. Well,
we'll see what happens with that. I think that India will probably still buy Russian oil. That's just, I don't know. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't trust any of these motherfuckers, bro. I don't trust them. They might signal that they're going to do something, but they do it anyways. Biggest difference in diplomacy between Trump and Biden, Zelensky says Trump has showed that he can manage ceasefire in Middle East. That's why I hope he can do this.
Biden before him. What do you see as the biggest difference in diplomacy between President Trump and President Biden?
President Trump has a big chance now to finish this war. President Biden now is not the president, so he doesn't have a chance to finish this war. And
that's a fair way of putting it.
Is really,
if he's being diplomatic,
showed for the world that he can manage ceasefire in Middle East, and that's why I hope that he will do this, and we will also have such big success. For Ukraine, it's a big chance, and I hope that President Trump can manage it.
I would say the biggest difference is one is extremely competent and the other one is grossly incompetent.
I can't believe I almost cut that out. Oh my God, bro. Yo, Stan, slow the fuck down, all right? Let the man talk. Of course he chimed in, man. I'm just going to pick and choose some of these that I want to show for the show real quick. I'm just reviewing. All right. Here we go. Let's just simplify this one a little bit. All right. Starting with raising taxes. Now it's time to talk about the Zohan. There was a debate last night. We're just going to show a little bit of it. We're not going to go over the entire debate over this guy. It's just fucking New York. There's, you know what I mean? But everybody's talking about him because he a Muslim running for mayor of New York. New York got bombed by Muslims. It's a sensitive subject. All right. It's okay to say that out loud because it's true. So that's why everyone's focused on it. Let's and he's super socialist. Holy fuck. So, big topic. Let's hear what he has to say about how he would fund free buses.
But the question is how you'll make them free.
We will fund the revenue that would have otherwise been brought in from fares. And that's something that we would do in partnership with Albany. And I've put forward two proposals. The first is to raise taxes on the top 1% of New Yorkers by 2%. That would raise $4 billion. The second is to raise the state's top corporate tax rate to match that of New Jersey, which would raise $5 billion.
But the question is how you'll make.
So raising taxes to pay for free things. So have the rich people pay for things. Got it. Basic ass, that's your standard socialist take. Okay, got it. Zohan Mamdani. Oh my God, I saw this last night. Bro, Zohan, okay. Hassan, if you know anything about Hassan, we got to look at this. You guys have got to see this. Holy fuck. All right, I'm just going to let it play out, but he basically disavowed Hassan, and then Hassan pretended to think it was funny because he was so, just watch.
Genocide. And I find the comments that Hassan made on 9/11 to be objectionable and reprehensible. And I also think that part of the reason why Democrats are in the situation that we are in, of being a permanent minority in this country, is we are looking only to speak to journalists and genocide.
I'm kidding.
And
I don't care. You have to pretend like you don't care. That's the way it works on YouTube. All right. The more you don't care, the less the haters have on you. That's the way it goes, right? So that's what he's doing. But obviously, he's Hassan and he loves this guy. Obviously, he cares. That's funny as fuck, though. Fuck him, dude. Fuck Hassan. All right. But this isn't a Hassan video, so we're going to move on from him. Zohan lies, claims he doesn't want to defund the police. He has publicly called to defund the police over 15 times. I know he's called to defund the police, but did he lie? Here's a clip. Let's listen to it.
I am looking to work with police officers, not to defund the NYPD, looking to ensure that officers can actually do one job when they're signing up to join that department. I am looking to work with police officers.
Okay, so let's break down the comment, right? So as righties, we have to sift through righty bullshit sometimes so we can understand the truth, because sometimes what we're being told makes us feel better than what the truth is. Usually, sometimes the truth is a lot more boring than the more exciting version. So Zohan lies, claims he doesn't want to defund the police, has publicly stated to defund the police 15 times. And he has. Actually, we have a bunch of these. Here he is talking about defunding the police. Now, is he going to defund the police? He might. He might, right? But what he said, what his words were, let's listen to it one more time. What he said here is that he wants to work with the police. It's probably because you have to, right? Now that the time has come and it's like, oh shit, this might actually fucking happen. Now you can't say such crazy shit anymore, and you have to kind of backtrack on things. That's what I'm seeing. Because like, if you become the mayor of New York and then you defund the police, what do you think's gonna happen? Like, even he knows this. Okay, so but we'll see. Like, under his watch, I'm expecting crime to go up. So that I do expect that. We'll see.
I am looking to work with police officers, not to defund the NYPD, looking to ensure that officers can actually do one job when they're signing up to join that department.
So this can be true and this can be true at the same time. That's the point I'm making. Okay? That's the point I'm making. I'm not a supporter of this guy. This is he's going to be a disaster for New York. I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking he's probably come to reality, because this is now like, when you're trying to do something big like this, the fact of it, sometimes you just send it, and even though you're not like entirely certain it's going to work out, but you're just sending it anyways. And then it starts to dawn on you, if you start doing well with something, you know, let's go as big as running as New York mayor. It's like, oh shit, I might win. Fuck, I'm going to have to like be the mayor. Right. And if you, then you start thinking a little bit more realistically, not completely, but that's my take on this personally. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it is true. He didn't lie about not saying this. That's one thing I'm making really clear, is he's not saying he didn't say these things. Moving on. Mamdani's take on Kumo's lack of qualification as mayor. He had more than 10 years and he couldn't name a single mosque. Okay, let's go to the CNN polling. Here we go.
There is no sign that the race is tightening at all, Kate Baldwin. If anything, Zora Mamdani's lead is getting bigger, wider, larger. You look in September in a three-way, Mamdani was at 45, Cuomo 15 points back, Curtis Lewa, the Republican, at 17. Look at where we are now. Mamdani is actually up. He's up to 49%. Then you got Cuomo at 31%, so a 15-point advantage back in September on the average. Now it is 18 points. The bottom line is this. Andrew Cuomo needs something very big to change at this particular point, unless, of course, he becomes Teddy Roosevelt overnight. Because if something doesn't change over the final 2.5 weeks of this campaign, this race is pretty much over.
What is the historical?
There is no sign.
Yeah, New York, I see New York as fucked. Like, they elect this guy, and it's going to be a great socialist experiment, so we can all look at what not to do. That's basically what's going to happen, but reality is reality, so there is no stopping it. That's going to happen. You could just consider that pretty much done at this point. As far as I'm concerned, maybe some sort of act of God happens and stops that from happening, but I don't think so. Moving on, it is now racist to get out of the way. Moving on, Lord of the Rings is now racist, my friends. That's right. Students shall not pass unless they accept Lord of the Rings is offensive. University course suggests Tolkien's treatment of evil characters follows a tradition of anti-African antipathy. Here's my take on this, right? So they are interpreting the orcs of Lord of the Rings as racist. They are interpreting the orcs in Lord of the Rings as black people. They are doing that. Therefore, we're doing it? The fuck? I never said that shit. I never said that. They said that. What the fuck? But I'm racist because they dreamt that up? What the fuck? That is absolutely insane. I have a meme. So this was posted on my Facebook. If you guys want to follow, it's Stan Price on Facebook. But here's a meme that I posted underneath because I think this perfectly sums it up. I'm a little bit in the way, but of course it says racism right there. It says, don't you die on me, you bastard. We still need you. This is the Democrats. And then there's racism, them desperately trying to revive it so they can have something to fight for. Yeah. So that's basically all I'm seeing with this. That's all it is. It's pathetic. And yeah, stay the fuck away from our good shit, dude. These are the people that ruined Rings of Power. Like, Rings of Power is like an IT story, but they DEI'd the fuck out of that show, and it just like overshadowed what the show could have been. It's a goddamn shame. And now it is time for daily Crashouts. Starting with these crazy bitches trying to steal this guy's American flag. How dare they?
Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag, man. Don't touch my flag, man. Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag. I'm taking all my shit. Don't touch my flag. Yo, that's assault.
They gave up real quick.
Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag. Yo,
Look at these entitled white women trying to take a black guy's flag.
Don't touch my flag.
But we're the Nazis and we're the racists, remember? Right. They're literally stealing an American flag from a black guy because they're so mad. Bro, it's our country's flag. Isn't that bizarre? They see our country's flag and it like angers them. American flag. Look at this dorky dumbass face. She needs to have her fucking hand held. What? Hold my hand while we steal the flag. I gotta watch this again. Look at that.
Flag, man.
Look at them walk up.
Don't touch my flag. Don't touch my flag, man. Don't touch my flag.
Don't touch her. What do you mean don't touch her? Back the fuck up.
Don't touch my flag.
Yeah, dude.
I'm taking all my shit.
Yeah, get the fuck off, bro.
Yo, that's assault. Don't touch my flag.
You're touching us. So they try and steal his shit and then play the victim because the only thing that they can do is lie. Telling lies is the only way they can have an argument because they know the truth is not on their side. If anybody looks at this objectively, I don't care, if someone's an honest lefty and they look at this, they're going to be like, these people are pieces of shit. Look at her fucking side eye right there. Look at that side eye. Yeah, we got you. Yeah, we got you. Fucking stay out of the internet, you stupid bastard. Woman gets fired from her job after. Oh shit! I remember. Okay, hold up. Look at this. All right, so this one, my friends. All right, well, look at that haircut. Does that look familiar? We got a Karen. All right. There's a lot of there's like lib crashouts, lefty crashouts, shit like that. But now we got a Karen. And if someone's carrying out. If someone's being a Karen, we're always going to cover it. This particular Karen, let's just watch. Let's watch. Let's listen. Let's enjoy, and then we'll talk about it.
Why is everybody quiet? What is it? Oh, why is everybody quiet? Wait, what is this? I'm sorry.
You know what? Let's call ICE.
Call ICE. I'm a U.S. citizen or veteran, baby girl.
So she's saying, call ICE. I'm going to call ICE on you because the dude is Hispanic. That's filming, right?
We're veteran, 2 wars.
That's right. He's a vet. He's been in 2 wars, but she's going to call ICE on a guy that went to fucking Iraq and Afghanistan. Fucking serious? Went to 2 wars? You fucking serious? See, this is where it's going too far.
ICE is not going to do nothing to me. Good luck.
Yeah. Bro, you can't act like that and have that fucking haircut. Yeah. So I don't care. Someone's gonna, you know what? She's an ICE supporter. So am I. But I don't talk to people like she does. I don't talk to people like that. I would never say that to a vet. I wouldn't just assume just because someone's brown that they're fucking here illegally. That's ridiculous. All right. You never know who served this fucking country. Sometimes you never fucking know. It could be someone that looks a whole way that you least expect them to be someone who served in the military, and they could have went and did some badass shit that you'll never fucking have the balls to do. So this Karen telling someone to go back, she's going to call ICE on this guy that fucking fought in 2 American wars. Get the fuck out of here. Oh,
Good luck. Call ICE. Call him. Call him. Idiot. Where's everybody?
okay, we have the details. She gets fired from her job. Oh, shit. She got fired from her job after saying she would call ICE on a Dodgers fan who was trolling her at the Dodgers versus Milwaukee Brewers playoff game. I'm a U.S. citizen, war veteran, baby girl, 2 wars. ICE cannot do anything to me. The woman was fired from her job at Manpower Group less than 24 hours after the incident. Damn. As soon as we became aware of this video, the individual was placed on immediate leave and we began an investigation. Yeah, dude, I wouldn't want to associate with her either, dude. As a result of this process, the employee is no longer with the organization. We remain committed to maintaining a culture grounded in respect, integrity, and accountability. Fuck yeah, dude. The man, Ricardo Fossado, and his friend were kicked out of the game. Fossado says he doesn't think the woman should have been fired for the comment. Bro, what a nice guy. What a nice guy. I don't think it was horrible or something that should get her fired. I feel bad for her. Merca, bro. Merca. Let's go. We need to make that one a short, though. That's going on the shorts. We got someone that needs to be arrested. What do you say? When y'all's bodies lay motionless on... Okay, here we go. Here's another one of these. Let me save it. We'll make a short out of this one, too. Self-report. That's fucking wild. You're not going to do shit, dude. The people that upload themselves saying these things are like the least likely people to do these types of things. They just want to act like they are. And in real life, they're actually huge pussies. That's the reality of it. Oh my God, what is this? Oh, this is from Homeland Security. If you threaten to lay hands on our law enforcement officers, we will hunt you down and you will find out really quick. Holy fuck, wait, what is this? Let me turn this down. Okay. ICE. We're on the way. We're on the street. Cartels put a $50,000 bounty on y'all. And then... Oh. So they're going to find them. If you threaten to lay hands on our law enforcement officers, we will hunt you down and you will find out really quick. Bro, let me see the fucking follow-up to this. This is from Homeland Security. Holy shit. That's crazy. Bro. Yeah. No, I want to start seeing some accountability. Let's go, dude. In other news, John Bolton. No, not from the movie Office Space. No. This John Bolton. He got indicted. He got indicted, and now he's turning himself in.
Bolton arriving at a United States District Court in Greenbelt, Maryland. He is expected to surrender after being indicted on 18 counts over the alleged mishandling of classified documents. Bolton faces 8 counts of
don't spam the chat or else you'll get banned. You can sit here and talk shit, but you can't spam the chat. So you lost your privilege to be here.
United States District Court.
There we go. Well, he going to fucking jail. He's got 18 counts. He's so cooked. And just friendly reminder. So let's see, the mid mama saying, just spamming the chat. You could talk shit, you can say whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. That doesn't hurt my feelings. But you have to share the chat with others. You're not entitled to it belonging to you. So stop being an entitled Karen and let other people have a chance to have their chats be seen in the video as well. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do with that. Also, racism, John. If you're gonna say the N-word and be racist in the chat, we're gonna ban you. So here we go. Hide user, easy ban. All right. Yeah, this basic rules, right? Don't be racist. Don't break Twitch or YouTube's TOS in the chat. Don't spam the chat. Don't threaten violence. Stupid. It's super basic. Like there's very few rules to break. Okay, so if you're getting banned, it's because you really broke like the very few obvious fucking rules, and you're dumbass loser. Real men, when they don't like something, they just fucking look. They just continue on with their day. They don't sit there and be like, "This thing got me so mad. I'm gonna stay here and spam the N-word because I'm pissed." That's not what a fucking man does, dude. That's what a little boy does. Okay? Obviously, and we all know it. You know it. That's what a little boy does. All right? Be a man. Things in Chicago are heating up. Illinois police have surged to ice Broadway because the judge ordered fencing to be removed during the protests.
ICE processing facility for illegal immigrants who've committed violent crimes. So that's their processing center. We have seen this before. It's been a very busy couple of hours, and it continues. Senior correspondent Mike Tobin is in the thick of it there. Mike.
And Harris, in the last half hour or so, we saw another dust up with protesters and law enforcement. What it was in this case is a couple of protesters got in the street, and the Broadview police picked them up and pulled them out. That caused a lot of anger, a lot of volume, a lot of shouting. Let me give you a look down Beach Street. This is where the fence used to be on Beach Street, and now what you see out here live are a bunch of state troopers. Now, Chief Thomas Mills told me that they were going to put a gate in that place. Right now, since that fence was removed by court order, there's nothing but manpower blocking that street, and you can see those are Illinois state troopers with their helmets and truncheons at the ready. There's another layer of state troopers a little further up the street here, and now what you've got are the demonstrators who are gathered, all the flags, and one of the things you'll notice with a lot of them that they've got their helmets and they've got the Home Depot's painter masks ready to go. What we usually see when the clashes occur, they usually occur on Sundays and they occur on Fridays, and in this case we saw a clash that occurred before the designated protesting hours. The protesters started coming out here onto Beach Street. The police wanted to move them off. By my count, I saw 9 people who got zip stripped, loaded into a Cook County Sheriff's vehicle, and transported from this location.
Zip, strip, and ship, baby. There we go. That's what we got to say. That's a phrase that we could put out there. Zip, strip, and zip, strip, and ship, baby. Zip, strip, and ship. Send them. Get them out of here.
I'd ballpark it at a little less than 100 people who are out here right now, chanting, making noise. And the big thing right now is they want to keep them in the designated protest areas and out of the street. Harris?
I would imagine, hence the arrests, right? Because they're trying to send the signal. We're not just standing here to protect the building behind us. We're also keeping the peace here.
Exactly. Man, here we go. Here's some fucking around and finding out. Hopefully this is okay to show. Hell yeah, look at that. Things are heating up. Get the fuck back. Zip, strip, and ship them. Zip, strip, and ship them. There we go. Zip, strip, and ship. Going to jail. Fucking dumbass. Bro, go prepare for the alien apocalypse or some shit. Why are you wasting your time here? Oh, the guy with the glasses, he's getting zip Zip, stripped, and shipped too. I saw him earlier. Oh, they're gonna get another one. Oh, you're gonna get zip, stripped, and shipped too. Accordion? He's got an accordion. Let him play it. Make him play a song. If he does a good job, he can go free. If he sucks, he goes to jail. Oh my God, bro. Dude. This guy dresses like he's going to a cosplay convention. What's that anime? Demon Slayer. He looks like a Demon Slayer fucking character, doesn't he? What the fuck? Bro, that is cringe. But it's like, it's also poetic in a way. It's very like, of course somebody that wants to dress like right now he's being a Demon Slayer. You know what I mean? This is him. He's slaying demons right now in his own head, at least. Leftist ice at Broadview dragged away by police. Oh, I cannot get it. Oh, she's wearing the Liberty, Statue of Liberty. Lady Liberty. Lady Liberty. At least she's wearing an American flag. Pepper balls. Batons. Zip, stripped, and shipped, baby! Oh, there's another. Wow, look at that. Oh my God, bro. A clown? They zip, stripped, and shipped a clown. Fucking bozo. El bozo. Zip, stripped, and shipped El bozo. Oh my God. That is fucking hilarious. Oh my God, bro. That is awesome. Moving on. Remember what Trump campaigned on? Drill, baby, drill. I love it when he says that. Drill, baby, drill. He gets the whole audience. Nobody knows what it means necessarily. Just know, okay, yeah, drill more oil. Drill, baby, drill. He says we should drill. Let's drill. You know what I mean? Drill, baby, drill. And drilling, we be doing. The experts suffer a stunning blow as the United States sets all-time record in the amount of oil pumped from the ground under President Trump. Setting an all-time record in July for the amount of oil pumped out of the ground here in the U.S., 33 states now have an average gas price below $3. Oklahoma leads the way on the low end, $2.57, no surprise. California, high end at $4.66, no surprise. Oh, wait, that no surprise was for California. The president said the U.S. was going to drill, baby, drill. And that is kind of what happened. So there we go. But he lies about everything, right? I mean, he do be lying sometimes. They all lie. All politicians lie. But then there's other things he don't be lying about, like drill, baby, drill. He meant it.
The president said the U.S. was going to drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill.
That is kind of what's happened. Setting an all-time record in July for the amount of oil pumped out of the ground here in the U.S., and that, in part, is starting to have an impact on gasoline prices. A little higher than the national average at the station behind me here in Philadelphia. We're down to $3.07 for the average gallon of regular nationally. That's about a nickel cheaper than it was a week ago, a dime cheaper than a month ago, and it's not...
There's still people that are going to be like, gas prices aren't cheaper. They'll just say that it's not. They just won't acknowledge it. They will. They do. You guys see this happen all the time. They'll be like, the gas prices didn't drop. They're higher. They're higher because of Trump. I see that shit all the time. It's bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. Hey, drill, baby, drill. Lower gas prices. Makes fucking sense. In UFO news, there's going to be a new documentary. That's what I was trying to brain fart. Documentary. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says UFOs are flying over U.S. nuclear sites. And here's a little snippet from that documentary.
Of something operating in the airspace over restricted nuclear facilities and it's not ours.
These are otherworldly things that are performing maneuvers that haven't been seen.
I have seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human beings.
My take. We'll never know about the fucking aliens. Are there aliens? I think so. We'll never know what the fuck's going on, bro. They're like, I don't know. They're probably us from the future, like coming back and like sightseeing or something. That's my guess. Anyways, just in, the Portugal Parliament votes to ban the Muslim burqa in public spaces. No shit. I wonder if this is going to start happening in more places across the world, because this isn't the first country to do this. So that's kind of interesting. I'm like, you know, I'm all about freedom and stuff like that, but there's some of these things start to mean stuff. You know what I mean? And the writing can be on the wall sometimes. So I'm not necessarily against this. And a huge fuck around find out moment. OMB director Russ Vought just halted $11 billion in projects to the blue cities of New York City, San Francisco, Boston, and Baltimore. Shutting the government down was a huge screw up. Oh shit. Oh yeah, they hate this guy. The Darth Vader guy. That's right. They can't stand this guy. Bro, Darth Vader coming in and taking their money away. They're not going to like that. Shutting down the government has penalties for them, I guess. Illinois Governor JB Prick described his 1.4 million gambling win as incredibly lucky and even suggested others give gambling a try. Wait, are you fucking serious?
I obviously, and I've explained this, or at least we did in a statement, you know, that I went on vacation with my wife, with some friends. I was incredibly lucky. You have to be to end up ahead, frankly, going to a casino anywhere. It was in Las Vegas, and I like to play cards, and so, you know, that I founded a charitable poker match here in Chicago called the Chicago Poker
Charitable.
Has raised millions of dollars for the Holocaust Museum here, and particularly to stand up for civil rights. That's much of what the Holocaust Museum does, and so anyway, that's all I can say about it. I mean, I had fun doing it. I encourage people to come to the state of Illinois and gamble in our casinos here. We have some really lovely places to go.
Okay, so the way this is framed, he's like, yeah, like, I mean, I don't know, gambling's legal there apparently, and he's suggesting others give gambling a try. I mean, wouldn't the governor of Las Vegas say the same thing? I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. This guy wants some money gambling. I don't give a fuck. He's trying to tell people to come to a state and spend money. That makes fucking sense. I don't know. Why wouldn't he? He's the governor. Liberals in Portland spend their whole night rollerblading around in circles outside the ice facility. I'm convinced nobody has a job in that city. Probably true. I haven't seen that before. Looks gay as fuck. That's what it looks like. But whatever, at least they're not smashing shit. That's all I have to say. As long as they're not smashing shit, I don't give a fuck, dude. Go do whatever. Ilhan Omar has called the president of Somalia our president. Are you fucking serious? Okay, hold on. Again, sometimes these things get framed incorrectly. Let's see what she said. Okay, we have to fucking read subtitles. Hold on. I am very much honored to have the chance that our president of Somalia. Okay, so she did say it. President Hassan Sheikh Mohammed. Let us give him a warm welcome, Minneapolis. So she fucking said that. Okay, then. Sometimes it gets framed like bullshit, like the other one we looked at. Sometimes it's fucking exactly what they said. You know what I mean? That's why I have to sift through the bullshit. All right, I'm saving this. We're going to make that a short. That's for sure. Well, okay, she fucking said that. Bro, she's insane. I cannot stand her. Oh, we got the other Somalian guy. Democrat Somalian candidate for Minneapolis mayor, Omar. Another Omar says he doesn't think police should cooperate with ICE. This is why they're not cooperating with ICE, because the mayors and governors are instructing them not to.
Senator, you're on record saying that you would not, and correct me if I'm wrong, you would not support the Trump administration activating the National Guard in Minneapolis.
You don't have a choice,
If they are
fucking
sent
bitch.
here, if there's a federal ICE raid, some other related arrests similar, and this, say, sparks protests, riots, there's looting, would you support any kind of response by Minneapolis police?
I don't believe there's any instance in which MPD should be collaborating with ICE, to answer your question. That's number one.
Senator, you're on record.
Yeah, okay, well, see, they're going to elect these guys, and then we're going to find out. We're going to see some interesting things play out here, my friends, because it's like somewhere something's got to give. Something's going to happen. There's going to be a collusion at some point in time. And guess what? I'll be here talking about it and letting you guys know everything that we find out. And finally, somebody sang in the Oval Office. Let's check this out. He's embarrassed. Sing! Sing, goddammit! I said fucking sing! I love Trump. All right, okay, so I'm going to end this recording, but I'm staying live, so don't leave the stream. I'm just doing a recording where I end. And all right, everybody, that's all I have for today. Happy Friday! And I'll see you next week. Okay, and I'm staying live. I'm just ending my recording. That's going up for Archie to edit right now. Bam, Archie folder. Recording incoming. Shazam. There it is. All right, let me let him know. Video done. All right. Get some of this music on. We still have a lot more stuff to talk about today. We have a daily Crashouts. So we have a lot of Crashouts to go over. We'll be doing that later on. And we also have a Trump stream, which I think I'm going to check out right now. Here we go. Oh wait, no, they didn't live stream it. Trump White House today. Did Fox stream it maybe? He was live today in the White House. Must have been just for the press, taking questions. Here it is. We got it. All right, it's MNBC, but we have it. All right, here we go. I'm actually going to play the music. I'm going to hang out with you guys. I'll mute this and just have it play out for a little bit. Barrett07 says, long time watcher of your shorts. Finally get to catch a stream. Thank you for stopping by on Twitch, my friend. Thank you for the follow. Vessel Tosin, thank you for the 2 months subscribed. Sorry about not calling that out during the recording. Gaming in 8IVE. How do I say that? Gaming Native. That's what it is. Thank you very much for the follow. Jew York, thanks for the prime sub and follow. And let's see, Urban Marksman, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Sick. There we go. We got those. We also got a super chat earlier. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Trump is the man. Everyone in the room knows who the real boss is. Trump. He definitely has put together a really capable and loyal team. I think it's very impressive. Let's see who else we got hanging out in the chat. I'm just gonna let all the old chats go, and I'll just read everything new popping up. We got Gaming Native in the chat. What's up, man? I see you. There he is. Callman says, just subscribe. Thank you very much. Do we guys, someone mad in the chat? Oh, they could be mad in the chat. That's okay. As long as they're not breaking any YouTube rules. or spamming and shit like that, we're good to go. Common Trump L. What was the L? Or are you just saying it because you're mad? Common sense and businessman. Yeah. Aiden is constantly intentionally calling people names to get a response. Needs some attention. That's okay. Sometimes people act out, need attention. Wait, Pirate, SU in the chat. Mad about what I need to check the other. Oh, mad about what? I need to check the other chat. I have it up on. It's that chat is right here on screen. So on Twitch, you can see it. That's where the YouTube chat goes. Hell yeah. Let's see. Trump admin 2.0 is way better than 1.0. I agree. Yes, he's way smarter this time around than he was last time. He was, to be honest, like he had good energy, and some interesting ideas, but I don't think that he realized just how difficult everything was going to be, and then through that 4 years of experience, and then the 4 years off, having to sit there and defend himself, and then now he's back in, so he has like basically 8 years experience directly dealing with all this stuff. He knows the game way better now. They didn't realize that all that fighting against Trump, he was just going to learn how to fight back. Like he's not just going to lay down, he's going to respond, and he's still sharp, and he picks up on how to compete. And people, the lefties, they don't want to admit that. And that's one thing that causes you to lose things in life, is when you underestimate who you're up against. Right. So the more people underestimate Trump and think he's dumb and stuff like that, the more they lose. Because if you think the person that you're up against is dumb when they're not, then they run circles around you. And that's just nature, dude. Yeah, that's literal like evolution basics right there. So you evolve to nothingness then, because you won't even admit that there's a capable opponent that you're up against. And any smart lefty will agree with me that is Trump is an opponent that is not to be underestimated. If you don't like America, then fuck you. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Justin. Stamp price, yo, what happened at the No Kings thing? That's tomorrow, and I'm either gonna stream it live from the safety of my home or go down to Denver and check it out, and stream just interview some people, or both. We'll see. Or I just take the whole weekend off and fucking have fun. Those are the options. Do an IRL stream there. I was thinking about it. I can go there and ask people questions. Trump doesn't like America. Tony Pringles. You know what's funny is Tony Pringles actually believes that, right? That's a again right there, not being competitive. That's so like not competitive, you know, when it comes to the grand scheme of things. When people think and say those types of things, it's just they just hand over the W. They're basically just giving up. When they say stuff like that, they're just giving up. Man, I truly think if Trump was president back when Abe Lincoln was, he would have helped him end slavery. Trump's a G. Trump's the best damn president we've ever had. Great. Yeah, he's one of the GOATs. He might be the best. He's getting a lot of shit done. Very polarizing. So best is arguable. It depends on who you're asking. But I think he's one of the best. Trump took a bullet for us. He quite literally did, bro. Quite literally. Yeah, that changed the whole trajectory of the future of America. If you think about it, it's like a good thing that whole thing happened, because imagine if it didn't. Like, I think Trump still would have won, but I don't think we would see this blitzkrieg of policy changes. That's what I think. Trump looks good for what he's been through. Oh yeah, it's crazy. He got some good docs and some good genes. $2 super chat from Tevin says, what editing software do you use? For like short forms, I'll use CapCut because it's faster. For long forms, longer videos, I personally use Premiere Pro. But I mean, any editing software, they all do the same thing. So you just pick one and learn how it works and make stuff. You can make anything. You can make the same thing pretty much on any of them. Thank you for the $2 super chat, my friend. You did it twice. I think the second one was an accident. Because he asked the same question. Notice how Trump didn't call for gun control after being shot? Yeah. Yeah, wild, right? You can just kind of stick to your guns with that. You use Windows Movie Maker? That was my first one. I made my first videos using that. I still have them. I was a teenager. I'm 37 now. And I made my first videos when I was like 15 or 16. I used Windows Movie Maker back in the day, like the old Windows Movie Maker. It was not very good. Deascent, thanks for the $2 super chat, man. You like my format? Thank you very much. Pakistan admitted. Oh, wait, I'm seeing you guys are talking amongst yourselves. I think I'm going to start the next segment. Flying Cod Nugget says, do you want me to get permission for the Karen Dodgers video for Stanimus or Stan Price? Stanimus, please. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Yo, what's up, dude? Oh, I'm live right now. You want to tune in? I'm not sure. Search, what? Oh, it's not going to be a late night for you, you said? Okay. Search Trump F-bomb. Stan Price, Trump F-bomb. You should find a live stream. All right. Yep, on YouTube. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to be live for like at least a couple more hours. I have a couple more things I got to do. Right on, man. All right, see ya. Will you teach me? Thanks for becoming a salty veteran member. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Salty vet. I was thinking of changing the first one from motivated boot to like fellow bigot. Something like that. Hello, my, because somebody came in the chat one time and said, hello, my fellow bigots. What's up, my, or he said, what's up, my bigots? It fucking made me laugh so much. But yeah, I'm going to go out and hang out with some friends later on. Let me get through this next segment. Let's watch the Trump stream. It's about 37 minutes long. So we'll watch this. I'll hang out with chat with a couple more minutes. Bluetooth neck tat. Hell yeah, bro. Love my Bluetooth neck tat. Or yeah, or another one is, what's up, my fellow Tylenol Americans? So maybe we can have one that says Tylenol American, bigot, then salty vet. Something like that. Bigot. Yeah, what do you like better, bigot? Maybe we could do both. I think we could do both. I really like bigot, though. Fuck, I also like Tylenol American. They're both so good. Fellow bigot is hilarious, isn't it? What's up, my fellow bigots? Don't forget to shock your Roomba. Yeah, and the dog. Zap that little shit. Be cute on the camera. What's up, my Tylenol bigots? There's a combination. That's not a bad idea. Thank God it's Friday. Word, Hondo. Word. let's do this. I'm going to do the next segment. Let's listen to Trump's thing. Let me start another recording, do another stream marker. All right, here we go. Trump and Zelensky take... Let me do this right here. Trump and Zelensky take questions at the White House. Let's do this.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's an honor to be with a very strong leader, a man who has been through a lot, and a man who I've gotten to know very well. We've gotten along really very well. And we had a big call yesterday, as you know, with President Putin, and we'll be talking about it. President Zelensky of Ukraine has endured a lot. I mean, he really has. He's endured a lot, and we've endured it with him. To be honest, it's been a long time, and I think we're making great progress. So we're going to be talking about that today. We'll be talking about what took place yesterday with my phone call with President Putin, and I think that things are coming along pretty well. It began with Alaska, where I think certain guidelines were discussed, and we want to see if we can get this done. This was long ago into the Biden administration. I came here and we inherited this, and we'd like to see if we could finish it, end it. We want it ended. So many people have died in this war, and we're gonna get it ended. So I just want to thank you all very much.
Like
If you have
7,000
couple
a week.
Questions, go ahead,
right?
please. In fact, before I do that, let me just ask the President to say a few words. Thank you, President.
Pleasure. Glad to meet you again, Mr. President. Thank you very much for the invitation. Again, my congratulations with your successful ceasefire in the Middle East.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you did it, and I think this is the momentum to finish Russia's war against Ukraine. I think that, yes, we understand that Putin is not ready. I think not ready, but I think that I'm confident that with your help we can stop this war, and we really need it. We see that they don't have successful steps on the battlefield, and it's good. I think that their army is weak now, but a lot of losses. They have a lot of losses and in economy and people, and I think this is very important moment. And I wanted to thank you, Mr. President, after our phone calls. Yesterday I had a good opportunity to meet with the big American energy companies, and they're ready to help us. Yes, after all these attacks on our infrastructure, Russian attacks, and etc. And I had also meetings, thanks to your team. We had meetings with a good military companies. We spoke about air defense, and I want to share it after with details where we are. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Mr.
Very good. And I think it looks beautiful in his jacket.
Yeah?
It's beautiful. I hope people notice. It's actually very stylish.
Just have what's really funny, we just have a shot of the back of Zelensky's head. Like, it's just such a strange shot.
I like it.
President Trump.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Under the Biden administration, the White House was fearing of a possible escalation. They were not allowing the Ukrainians to strike into Russia, fearing of this escalation.
Yeah.
Would your administration allow Ukrainians to strike deep into Russia?
We're going to be talking about that. That's something we'll be talking about. You're right. It's an escalation, but we'll be talking about that.
Mr. President.
Will President Zelensky join you in Hungary to meet President Putin?
Because it's a leader that we like. We like Viktor Orban. He likes him. I like him. It's a country that's a safe country. Done a very good job. He's been a very good leader in the sense of running his country. He doesn't have a lot of the problems that other countries have. And so we've decided that we'll be going to be with Viktor Orban, and I think he'll be a very good host.
President Trump. President Trump. President Trump. Right here.
It's
President Trump.
Hungary, yeah. We're doing Hungary.
Jump. Trilateral meeting, or is it just you and Putin?
To be determined, but I would say most likely it's going to be a double meeting. It'll be a double meeting, but we will have the President, Zelensky, in touch. There's a lot of bad blood with the two presidents, and I'm not speaking out of turn when I say it. It's a very difficult situation. You know, we just settled the war after thousands of years, I guess. People say anywhere from 500 to 3,000 years. And I was in rooms, as you saw, because you were with me, a lot of you were with me last week, with leaders that didn't like each other, but they were able to get along. These two leaders do not like each other, and we want to make it comfortable for everybody. So one way or the other, we'll be involved in threes, but it may be separated.
President Trump. President Trump.
Was he what? Where are you from?
Bryant Nitro's in the chat says, howdy, what'd I miss? I'm fresh out of jail. How long were you in jail? You might have missed a lot.
Okay, good. Good, yeah.
What if Mr. President Putin doesn't agree to peace in Hungary? What do you do then? Do you have...
Well, let's see what happens.
2 days?
I mean, you know, what
You missed
if?
like 3
I
world
think
wars.
He will. I think that President Putin wants to end the war, or I wouldn't be talking this way. I think he wants to end the war. I spoke to him yesterday for 2.5 hours.
Bro, you got out
We
of
went through
jail
a lot
on a
of
Friday?
detail.
Fucking W, dude. Bro, imagine getting out of jail on Monday. But, okay, like, they could have held you till Monday. But nah, you're getting out on Friday. That's good.
Else he wants to get it ended. I think that President Zelensky wants to get it ended. Now we have to get it done.
President Trump.
Happy weekend, Brian.
Kara Castronova from Lindell TV. And although I love asking you questions, today my question is for President Zelensky
Sure.
of Ukraine.
Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Our President Zelensky, President Trump, just brokered a peace deal in the Middle East that all Americans, both sides of the aisle, are very proud of. But to meet that deal, both sides had to make concessions. Our president has stuck out his neck in many ways to make a peace deal for your war as well. What specific concessions are you willing to make to end this war with Russia? Will you give up joining NATO? Americans have foreign war fatigue, and our president, as he said, we need our tomahawks too.
To me.
Yes, you, President Zelensky.
Thank you
What
very much.
concessions will you
That's some question. Right?
So many questions
Thank you.
in one. Thank you very much for your question. First of all, I think we need to sit and speak. The second point, we need ceasefire. Even now, you see in the Middle East, it's very difficult to hold ceasefire. Everywhere, in every war, it's very difficult. We want peace. Putin doesn't want. That's why we need pressure on him. We will speak with President today what we need. We understand what we need to push Putin to negotiation table. And as I said previously, so we are ready to speak in any kind of format, bilateral, trilateral, doesn't matter. Matter just peace. This is important. And we don't speak about NATO or NATO. For Ukrainians, it's very important. Of course, it's our decisions of allies to decide where we are.
But are you willing to give up
Yes, but
joining
the
NATO?
most important thing for people in Ukraine, which are under each day's attacks, to have really strong security guarantees. NATO is the best, but weapon is very important. Allies on our side is very important, and between us, for us, bilateral security guarantees between me.
I love this back of the head perspective. It's fucking hilarious. But what he's saying makes sense to me. Of course he would say those things. Of course that he's saying, hey, what we need is security, because he doesn't want to get fucked with again. That totally makes sense. Whether, you know, I'm not Ukrainian. I'm not from Ukraine. I'm not Russian. I'm not any of this. I'm American. I'm way over here on the other side of an ocean, completely unaffected by this, except that it's in our politics, our news cycle, and we're spending money on it. That's the only thing that affects me. So I just look at it very just outside perspective, looking at it. And of course, any leader would say these things about their country.
And President Trump is very important. I don't know, we didn't speak with details about it, but this is the most important document because the United States is very strong.
Sir, President Trump, you are the middleman right now, hoping to end this conflict. Who is doing a better job negotiating, President Zelensky or President Putin?
I think they're both doing a great job in that sense. We have to get it done. We've got to take some of the hatred of each other. You know, they don't like each other. I say that in front of President Zelensky, but I say it in front of President Putin too. They have tremendous bad blood. It's really is what is holding up I think a settlement. I think we're going to get it done, and we have to make it long-lasting. As I said in the Middle East, everlasting, right? Everlasting. And the Middle East is a much more complicated situation. You know, we had...
It's technically holding for like a week now, the ceasefire. It's Friday. Last Friday, we reported on a ceasefire, and we had to wait until Monday to get the hostages, which we did. Not all of them, but now they are digging up other... They're having a hard time getting some of the dead bodies because they're under rubble and in these tunnels and shit. So it's hard to get to them, but they're trying. Now, there has been some deaths still. Hamas has been executing people in Gaza. So that's a problem, and that could lead to problems even bigger, which reigniting the war. So that's where we're at. It's still very delicate, but we've held a week with the exception of executions in Gaza. So, it's holding, but last week I said, bro, Muslims and Jews, they fucking hate each other. They're going to kill each other forever. There are Muslims and Jews that have not even been born yet that will be killing each other in the future. This is true. This is true. I genuinely believe that to be true. That's my prediction. We'll have to wait and see.
59 countries involved, and every one of them agreed. And it's, it's sort of amazing. Most people didn't think that was doable. This is going to be something I really believe that's going to get done. I had a very good talk yesterday with President Putin. I think he wants to get it done.
And President Zelensky, right behind you. When we were in Israel with President Trump earlier in the week, we heard a lot about the difference in diplomacy between President Trump and President Joe Biden before him. What do you see as the biggest difference in diplomacy between President Trump and President Biden?
President Trump has a big chance now to finish this war. President Biden now is not the president, so he doesn't have a chance to finish this war. And President Trump is really showed for the world that he can manage ceasefire in Middle East, and that's why I hope that he will do this, and we will also have such big success. For Ukraine, it's a big chance, and I hope that President Trump can manage it.
I would say the biggest difference is one is extremely competent and the other one is grossly incompetent.
Sir, a few weeks ago in New York when you two met, you said that you think Ukraine could ultimately take back all the territory that it's lost so far. Do you still think that's the case, or do you think there'll have to be some sort of
You
swap
never
of
know.
territories?
Look, war is very interesting. You never know, do you? You just never know. With war and peace, but you never know.
All right.
Please.
Russia called
$5 super chat from Will You Teach Me says, where the Europeans at? They are right there. Europe should protect Ukraine. I understand sending some weapons by US, but not billions of dollars. So I think we're done sending like tons of billions of dollars from like we did during under Biden. But we're still following up with some aid that was agreed on, and which is mostly weapons. And it's according to what I just looked up on Grok. We're even asking for Europe to pay for, if they want money over there, then Europe has to cough up some money and stop depending on us to give them all the money. So just saying, it looks like it's a whole lot less. It's not stopped entirely, but it's a whole lot less than before. And that is acceptable to me. That's winding down on it is totally acceptable. Getting other people to take a share in the bill, right, and footing the bill instead of just making us have to do it. I think that's a positive move in the right direction. Thank you for the, you did 2 super chats. Thank you very much for the $10 in super chat. Will you teach me? Appreciate you.
Tomahawk supply to Ukraine is an escalation, yet it continues using similar cruise missiles like Caliber. And
Yeah, who are you with? Who are you with? Ukraine?
Yeah.
Good.
But Russia continue even using the cruise missiles and also nuclear-capable ballistic missiles in Ukraine since 2022. So do you consider providing Ukraine with the Tomahawk or similar missiles as an opportunity to equalize the possibilities of Ukraine and Russia and push Moscow to the negotiation
Yeah,
table?
sure. We're going to be talking about that. That's why we're here. Okay? Fair question. Exactly as he told you to say it. But we're going to be talking about it. Okay? Yeah, please.
Mr. President, message to India and Hungary who is still refusing.
You said India and Hungary?
Hungary.
That's an interesting. India and Hungary. It's an interesting combination.
Refuse to stop buying Russian oil.
Well, India is not going to be buying Russian oil anymore.
We'll see.
And Hungary is sort of stuck because they have one pipeline that's been there for years and years and years, and they're inland. They don't have sea. They don't have sea. And I spoke with the very great leader of Hungary, and they are, it's very hard for them to get oil. I understand it. Hungary's in a very interesting position because they can't have ports. They're surrounded by land. So we'll see what happens there. But India will not be buying oil from Russia. And they've already de-escalated, and they've more or less stopped. They're pulling back. They bought about 38% of the oil, and they won't be doing it anymore.
Mr. President Trump has been helping you in achieving peace in Ukraine.
Who has?
First Lady Melania Trump has been helping in returning abducted Ukrainian children from Russian captivity. President Zelensky, do you appreciate those efforts? How do you assess them? And did you ask her to step in and to help you?
No, she wanted to do it. She just felt very strongly about the children, and she's done a really good job, I think, in bringing it to the fore. We have a lot of children.
We have a couple more super chats. $5 super chat from Eric says sending weapons or cash should come with the condition of meeting for peace talks and should only be given after the meeting happens. I don't know. I don't have the answers to that, bro. I wish I did. But I will read it out loud, but I don't know how to respond to it necessarily because I don't know what the right thing to do is. I don't know what the right process is. I don't know how we achieve like the best end result, So with that, I'm not sure. It sounds like a decent guess. $5 super chat from Justin says, me personally, I don't think of us American taxpayers should pay for anybody's war. A lot of people feel that way, dude. Honestly. And again, like what's the best end result for us? Sometimes maybe paying for it could be good because of like whatever the results are, but it's also a big gamble.
Involved. Now, it's some people say it's 20,000 and some people say it's 300. There's a big difference between that, so nobody really knows. But she felt very strongly about the children. She thinks about the children all the time.
President Trump, if you okay tomahawks to Ukraine, what's going to happen if the United States is in a conflict and we need the tomahawks? Do we have enough?
Also, a friendly reminder, if you keep spamming the same thing over and over and over and over again in the chat, you're going to get banned. You won't be able to chat anymore.
That's the problem. We need tomahawks, and we need a lot of other things that we've been sending over the last 4 years to Ukraine. We've been, we gave them a lot. Now we have a different situation. We send it to the European Union. They pay for it and all that, and they have plenty of money. But it's beyond the money. We need tomahawks, and we need a lot of other weapons that we're sending to Ukraine. One of the reasons we want to get this war over is exactly that. It's not easy for us to give. You're talking about massive numbers of very powerful weapons. So that's one of the things we'll be talking about. Hopefully they won't need it. Hopefully we'll be able to get the war over with without thinking about tomahawks. I think we're fairly close to that. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, please.
Just to understand. So for today, of course, we want to finish this war, but the war is another technological war. You don't use just tomahawks. If you want to target a military goal, you need thousands of drones. It goes together with such missiles. Ukraine has such thousands of our production drones, but we don't have tomahawks. That's why we need tomahawks. But United States is a very strong production, and the United States has tomahawks and other missiles, very strong missiles. But they can have our thousands of drones. That's why where we can work together, where we can strengthen
here we go.
American production.
And so just so that I understand, so you're suggesting kind of a trade. If President Trump okays Tomahawk missiles to help you launch...
Yes, it's about
Russia,
military goals. It's
then
only about military goals.
Right, but then you would authorize some kind of an
Stan, you
exchange.
should mod me.
Yes, of course. Yes, we have...
Okay, yeah, help me out so we can get it faster. Just you know my rules, right? There you go, you're modded up.
proposition. Yeah, we have big proposition with our drones.
Yeah, you know the rules.
Trump, I don't mean to be.
So so don't let your emotions get the best of you and ban somebody that's saying stuff that we don't like. You can let them say those things. It's okay. It's just if they're spamming in the chat, then they lose the privilege to be here, or if they're like, threatening violence, things like that, breaking whatever YouTube's rules are. That's what we're worried about most. So it's actually not that big of a deal, moderation wise.
Deal here, but is that something that you would be interested in? Ukrainian drones?
We are, yeah, or we would. We have a lot of drones right now. We build our own drones, but we also buy drones from others, and they make a very good drone. I mean, drone warfare has really come to the fore over the last couple of years because of this war. I will say, there's nothing like the jets. You know, we knocked out a lot of drones in Israel. We were knocking them out for Israel, and we were doing it with extremely fast and powerful jets.
Thanks, Highway Pirate.
Following
Appreciate you.
the drones and knocking the hell out of them. So it's, you know, we know a lot about the drones, and we know a lot about the great jets, the great ones. The ones, well, and the B-52s, which were totally they were stealth. They were undetectable. So we have a lot of different weapons. And, you know, I have an obligation also, though, to make sure that we're completely stocked up as a country, because you never know what's going to happen. In war and peace, right? You never know what's going to happen. So we're going to be talking about Tomahawks, and would much rather have them
not
need Tomahawks. Would much rather have the war be over.
I don't really have a favorite football
because,
team.
You know,
I'm a UFC
to get
guy.
the war over. We're selling a lot of different types of weapon, as you know, to the European Union. We're not in it for that. We're in it to get it over. We're losing thousands of people a week. Thousands of people, Russian, Ukrainian, and mostly soldiers. I mean, mostly soldiers. But we're in it to see that end. And if we can end quickly, and I think we can. I mean, I had a very good talk yesterday. We're going to be talking about it.
Welcome back, Hemp Dog.
But I had a very productive talk yesterday with President Putin. We'll see what happens. But the war in the Middle East was far more complicated. We got that one done. And I think we have a good chance. I think President Zelensky wants it done, and I think President Putin wants it done. Now all they have to do is get along a little bit.
Can you give us an update on the trade negotiations with China, or perhaps Secretary Bessent?
Yeah.
Drones are cheap compared to missiles. That's true. And drones are going to get even way more capable. You'll be able to put little explosive HEs inside of these things, and they're very precise and can fly in and out. They can go in a building and fly around and land somewhere, and you could just send zillions of them, so they can't stop them all. Pretty wild.
I will, and I'm going to let Scott do that. But I think we're doing very well. I think we're getting along with China. China would like to have something. As of this moment, we'll be meeting in a couple of weeks. We'll be meeting in South Korea.
You think
myself.
Will go forward?
I think so. It looks like it's going forward. I think so. They want to meet. We like to meet. I have a very good relationship with President Xi, and we're going to see what happens. But, you know, for years we were taken advantage of by China very badly. We were losing hundreds of billions of dollars a year to China. We really built their military, if you think about it. The kind of money that presidents allowed to be lost to China was just insane. And then when I came into office, as you know, I put very severe tariffs. So we took in hundreds of billions of dollars in my first term from China. Biden let that go because it was so much. He let it continue, but he gave all sorts of exceptions. And by the time you looked at it, Scott, I would say it wasn't the same thing. He would give an exception for anything. If you got up and went out to dinner, he'd give you an exception. So it wasn't the same thing. But I put on very serious tariffs, so we took in hundreds of billions of dollars.
Oy.
And then I left office. The election was rigged. I left office, and that was the story. Now I come back, and we are in a very strong position because of tariffs. We're in a very powerful position because of the fact that we have tariffs. If we didn't have tariffs, we would be in a very weak position. We would be in a weakened state. But with tariffs, we've made hundreds of billions of dollars, not only from China, but from others. And China wants to talk, and we like talking to China. So we have a very good relationship, and we're going to be meeting in South Korea a couple of weeks. And I just got back from a long trip. I'm going on another long trip. And Scott, do you want to say a few words on that, please?
Yes, sir. So the entire relationship stems from the great respect that the two leaders have for each other. China did a substantial, unprovoked escalation last week. We were unable to get in touch with them. Since then, it's been IMF World Bank Week. They have had working level people here who there have been meetings. The Vice Premier, who is my counterpart, and I will be speaking this evening at around 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then he and I and a delegation will meet in Malaysia probably a week from tomorrow to prepare for the two presidents.
$10 super chat from Albie Dam says, not gonna lie, when this started back in 2021, I was rooting for Ukraine. Then I saw how much Zelensky was being demanding and really ended up disliking them. No more hate, just want it to end. Thanks for the $10 super chat, homie.
To meet. So I think that things have de-escalated. We hope that China will show the respect that we have shown them. And I am confident that President Trump, because of his relationship with President Xi, will be able to get things back on a good course. Is the hope for that meeting with you and President Xi some kind of trade deal then, or
could be?
More
Look, I think we're in a very strong position. We're getting, as you know, as of November 1st, I could move it up if I wanted, a 100% tariff over and above what we get now. So that would make it about 157%. And China doesn't want that, and they want to talk, and we're talking. And I think we'll make a deal that will be good for both. I think we will do something. But you have to understand, we never got anything from China. It was a one-way street. For many years, for decades, it was a one-way street. And they became rich because of the United States. And frankly, President
Las Vegas says, I'm with President Trump. I want people to stop dying. That's where I'm at. Just stop the dying. If we can get less people to die, then, because like dying, think of, on your own individual existence. It's such a terrible and scary thing. You know what I mean? And it's like 7,000 a week are dying from that war. That's insane. That's so many like sparks of life just going out. You know what I'm saying?
It's that,
let's stop the
let's
dying.
Be nice. They didn't know. They just didn't know. They didn't understand what was happening to them. But I understood it. I understood it long before I ran for politics. I used to watch in amazement at how stupid our country was, how stupid they were. And we're not stupid anymore. And that includes with the European Union. That includes with Japan and South Korea. All we want to do is be treated fairly.
Hell yeah.
But the fairly is hundreds of billions and even trillions of dollars coming into the United States. And it's our national security is secure because of tariffs. If we didn't have tariffs, we would have no national security. So it's very important.
Will you seek China's help in ending the war in Ukraine?
What's up, Justice? I see you.
I'll be discussing that, but I'd love to see it ended before that. I think we have a chance of ending the war quickly if flexibility is shown on behalf. And again, we're not losing people. The United States is not. We're not losing people. We're not spending money. We're getting paid for the, ammunition and missiles and everything else that we're sending to the European Union, but to NATO. But it's very similar. If you look at the countries, it's very similar. And we just made a very fair trade deal with the European Union, and what we wanted, and we made a very good deal with NATO too. They pay for all of this. That's not what we're in this for. We're in it to save thousands of lives every week. Thousands and thousands of lives. That's why we're in it. And I think we have a very good chance of bringing this war to a conclusion.
President, and your cabinet has done honestly an excellent job. I think that a lot of people could agree to that.
Thank you.
I'm speaking as someone who lost my father in a war, so I know the human cost. What would your advice be to American leaders, to world leaders, to neocons, to TV hosts who often speak about conflict in abstract or strategic terms rather than the human cost and the human terms?
Look, my only statement is we have to get together. It's a very small group of people. It's the president, and the president. Okay, 3 presidents. And I'm the mediator president. And I'm mediating not an easy situation. It should be easy, but it's a lot easier when people understand each other and when they get together and when they like each other. We don't necessarily have that situation as far as like is concerned. Maybe it can turn around. Maybe it can. But in the meantime, we'll have them keep a little bit of distance, and we're going to see if we can get it done. This is number 9, okay? This will be number 9.
Oh, here we go.
For me, I've solved 8, including the Middle East. I've solved 8. This, I thought, would have been among the easiest. We solved, President Putin mentioned yesterday Armenia, all of the different wars. He said it was amazing but the big one that he was surprised that we were able to settle was the Middle East. He thought it was incredible. He was very generous in that sense. This should be something we're able to settle, and I think we will be able to settle.
Brian. Yes, sir. On that note, you will go down as the peacemaker, no doubt, and you will resolve this war.
Well, we resolved 8 others. It's fun.
You can't wait for the Bad Bunny halftime concert. Same. I can't wait for that too. It's going to be so funny to cover it.
How people say that.
We're going to be talking about it, that's for sure.
Every time I do one, they forget about that one.
And if you've been watching me long enough, you could probably guess how I'm going to cover it. All right. But if you're new, you could try to guess how I'm going to cover it. But it's likely going to be what you don't. In a way, not everyone, both lefties and righties, are going to expect. But if you watch me enough, you'll probably have an idea of how I'm going to cover that.
I'll
give you a hint. I don't fucking care.
8
I don't give
wars.
a shit. One way or the
Go
other.
to Rwanda and the Congo. Talk about India and Pakistan. Look at Thailand. Look at all of the wars that we solved. And every time I solve one, they say,
that'd be hilarious.
If you solve the next one, you're going to get the Nobel Prize. I didn't get a Nobel Prize. Somebody got it who's a very nice woman. Very nice. I don't know who she is, but she was very generous. So I don't care about all that stuff. I just care about saving lives. But this will be number 9. But every time I solve one, they said, sir, if you solve one more, you're going to be known as a peacekeeper. So to the best of my knowledge, we've never had a president that solved one war. Not one war. Bush started a war. A lot of them start wars, but they don't solve the wars. They don't settle them. And especially when they have nothing to do with us. I guess just about all of these wars had nothing to do with us. But I saved tens of millions of lives. The Prime Minister of Pakistan said, I saved millions of lives in interceding on Pakistan. And you look at Pakistan and India as an example. That would have been a bad one, 2 nuclear nations, right? So I say this. This is pretty much the last one, although I do understand that Pakistan attacked, or there is an attack going on with Afghanistan.
Uh-oh.
That's an easy one for me to solve.
Maybe that'd be war number 10 that he solves.
In the meantime, I have to run the USA, but I love solving wars. You know why? I like stopping people from being killed, and I've saved millions and millions of lives, and I think we're going to have success with this war. Wait, please.
This, President Zelensky, this is your third time over here.
Oh.
And by the way, you look excellent.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
For you, by the way. This is your third time here. How different sitting across from the president is this time versus the 2 previous times here at the White House?
That's a great question.
Are you hearing the success rate of solving these prior wars that he can get this war solved?
First of all, about suit. The same suit because the same president. It's very simple. The next president will have another suit. Yes, about our relations with President Trump, I think we have important dialogues, and I think we begin to understand each other. Yes, and I know that President is briefed very well about situation in the battlefield, and he knows a lot what's going on the battlefield in Ukraine, and I think it really helps. When you know a lot of things, a lot of details about one or another war, it helps a lot. But we are still in war, and I hope we can manage.
You are being clear that there are some countries that are not meeting their commitment. You pointed out Spain. They said that it's impossible.
No, Spain has not come through. No, Spain has not been loyal to NATO.
That's right.
Spain has been, they're the only one.
They're not paying.
Everyone went.
They didn't go up to 5%.
As you know, I mean, you were at 2%, and they all went up to 5%. But
Hell yeah.
Spain disagreed with that.
They got a lot of money too.
I think Spain should be reprimanded for that. I think it's
Yeah.
very bad that they did that, but that's up to them. That's up to NATO.
Kick 'em
and
out of
Spain.
NATO.
They cannot be expelled from NATO.
Can they or not?
They cannot, according to the treaty, but they also claim that they are protected by the European Union umbrella for trade.
Well, the other people, many of the other countries are in the European Union too. They're not complaining, right?
President, I can tell you that Putin is serious.
That's of interest.
Mr.
They're protected by- Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. Do you think you can carry the momentum from the Middle East deal over to this deal? And if
I do.
So, how does that move the needle?
Yeah, I do. I think we carry a lot of momentum, a lot of credibility. Getting Middle East done was very important. Nobody thought it could be done. That was one nobody thought could be done, and we got it done. And a lot of that was the big hit that we put on Iran with respect to the nuclear. They took that was an unbelievable military maneuver, the B-2s, and many other planes involved, by the way, but the B-2s. Yeah, I think nobody expected that to happen. And, you know, we had 59 countries involved, and these were countries very diverse. You had Arab, Muslim, Jewish, you had every country, Christian, you had every country, and many countries involved, and we got that done. And we got it done pretty swiftly after we set the table properly. We had to set the table properly. This should be one that we get done. And I think the table is set properly here now, too. And it'll be a great honor. It'll be a great honor to get it done. And the Ukrainian people are great, and the Russian people are great. And obviously they have much in common, as we understand. They have a lot in common. So it'll be a great honor to get it done.
On Venezuela, there are survivors from your latest boat strike. What happens to those survivors?
Well, I'll ask Marco to discuss that.
Here we go. What's going on with the survivors?
It's well known there's an ongoing narco-terrorist operation the United States has been conducting. As far as details of any recent strikes, we're not prepared here to announce all those details, but you'll get that information here very shortly.
And how are there survivors when these are meant to be lethal attacks?
That's a good question.
Yeah, again, I mean, we're undertaking these operations against narco-terrorists. That's what
Stronger
these are,
missiles.
terrorists. Let's be clear. And but as far as the details of any recent operations, when we are prepared to announce those, we will, as the president has consistently done. So you may get something on that later today.
Let me ask you, that was in a submarine, right? We attacked a submarine. And
what I want to know, was the submarine on the surface or was it under the water and they shot it with a missile from the air while it was in the water? Because that sounds rad.
That was a drug-carrying submarine built specifically.
I don't know how to say your name. I think it's Skrioa. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you.
Specifically for the transportation of massive amounts of drugs. Just so you understand, this was not an innocent group of people.
Drug submarines. That's
I don't
wild.
know too many people that have submarines. And that was an attack on a drug-carrying, loaded-up submarine. Yeah.
Always on surface, partial subs. Got
Is it
it.
your belief, as Mr. Zelensky said yesterday, that the threat of tomahawks and costs, as Secretary Hicks put it, is that bringing him to the table, the fact that it's kind of a carrot and stick?
I don't know what's bringing him to I think he wants to make a deal, that's all. I can't tell you what's bringing him. Sure, that's the threat of that is good, but the threat of that is always there. Tomahawks are very dangerous weapons. They're incredible weapons.
Is this the F-bomb part?
If you like warfare, it's one of the most accurate. You know, we hit 30 Tomahawks in Iran after the B-2s did their damage. We sort of gave it a little capper with 30 Tomahawks from a submarine, quite far away actually. But they're an amazing weapon. They're a very powerful weapon, but they're a very dangerous weapon, and it could mean big, escalation. It could mean a lot of bad things can happen. Tomahawks are a big deal. But one thing I have to say, we want Tomahawks also. We don't want to be giving away things that we need to protect our country. We have a very strong country right now. We have a strong military. We have the greatest military in the world. We have the greatest weapons in the world. I want to get this war over. Okay?
Putin-Trump tunnel to connect Russia and Alaska. Are you interested?
I just heard about it. A tunnel from Russia to Alaska. I just heard about that
What the
one.
fuck
That's
is
an
that
interesting
about?
one. We'll have to think about that. I hadn't heard that. We just did a nice road in Alaska that's going to get us to a lot of minerals, and we have a piece of it, a good piece of the ownership because of the fact we made it possible. But this came up yesterday, a tunnel from Russia to Alaska. That's an interesting. What do you think of that, Mr. President? Do you have any ideas? How do you like that idea?
He doesn't like it.
I'm not happy with this.
I don't think you're going to like it. I don't think he liked it. I don't think he liked it.
President Trump, do you think that Vladimir Putin, do you think that Putin is your gut instinct?
That's where the
Well, we
Mexicans
had
got their idea?
senator that wanted,
I thought of that shit a long time
remember, from
ago.
Hawaii. She wanted a tunnel from the mainland to Hawaii. Then she said, well, we can't do that.
Vesseltosin, you're from Alaska. How do you feel about Russia having a tunnel to Alaska from Russia?
So we're going to build a railroad to Hawaii. Do you remember? She's a current sitting senator, a Democrat. She wants a railroad to go to Hawaii, right? You know who that is, right? She's another beauty.
Another beauty.
Yeah, please.
On your meeting with Putin,
Yeah, Vesseltosin, get ready for all the mushka babushkas coming over to fucking, as tourists, flooding the city, spending all those rubles.
aren't you concerned that maybe the Russian president is trying to buy himself more time?
Yeah, I am. But, you know, I've been played all my life by the best of them. And I came out really well. So it's possible. Yeah, a little time.
Is your gut
It's
instinct
all right. But I think that I'm pretty good at this stuff. I think that he wants to make a deal. I made 8 of them. I'm going to make a 9th. I think he wants to make a deal.
Go King Trump. Thanks, Justin, for the $2 super chat.
Well, I think that he should have won the war in a week. Yeah, I do think. And if we didn't give the anti-tank missiles, as you know, the javelins they call them, they got stuck in the mud. They would have been in Kiev very quickly. They were heading to Kiev. So, you know, in war you have a lot of luck too. You know, people. Weather has won war, and the cold and the heat and all things take place in war. But that was a very interesting moment when the tanks started rolling and some brilliant general said, let's go through the mud instead of going down the highway, right? So they got a little bit lucky. But you know where they really got lucky? I gave javelins. That wasn't given by Barack Hussein Obama. He gave them sheets. You know, there's a statement.
Hussein Obama.
Obama gave them sheets, and I gave them the javelins. And the javelins are a devastating weapon.
I love when he says Obama's name. He always throws Hussein. Barack Hussein Obama. Because he wants that Osama bin Laden in there, bro.
And
he wants that in there. Mix
that
it
wasn't
up.
given by
It's so funny.
Obama. That was given by, because at the time it was
Hussein.
Obama.
Husseini.
That was given by me. So it was like one of those things. And you had hundreds of them. They're a devastating weapon. We have a lot of devastating weapons. I'd rather not use them. But that was a big moment. You know, when the tanks got stuck, they got stuck.
Barry and Big Mike.
And call it luck or call it talent. I'm not sure what you'd call it, but it was a big moment in time.
Do you think Democrats can give you credit? Do you think Democrats can give you credit when you finally end this war, like they did with the war in the Middle East? And
I think right now the Democrats are really damaged, mentally damaged. They want to take $1.5 trillion with a T, $1 trillion and give it to people that invaded our country. They came into our country illegally from prisons, from mental institutions, gang members. They want to give them health care and take it away from our citizens. We're not going to do that. $1.5 trillion they want to destroy. They want to destroy our health care system. We're not going to let that happen.
Have you authorized CIA operations in Venezuela as part of
Well, I wouldn't say that, but some interesting things are happening around the world, I'll say that.
Mr. President, it has been reported that Maduro offered everything in his country, all the natural resources. He even recorded a message to you in English recently, offering mediation. What should we do in order to stop that?
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States.
Oh!
Thank you, everybody.
He fucking said it! There it is! Get the fuck out of the press room now. Holy shit, I forgot. I forgot about that. And I remembered, and then I forgot, and then I remembered, and I forgot again. But then guess who reminded me? Trump himself. I love it, bro. That was a beautiful F-bomb. Ah, so good. So satisfying. So satisfying. No other president's ever going to do that. I don't think he's probably the only one that's ever going to do that. Like, we'll never see that again unless someone's trying to be Trump, right? Someone's trying to be a Trump in the future or something, but nah, I don't think we'll ever get that again. That's wild. All right, I'm gonna end that video. I'm gonna get that uploading for Archie to edit. We're gonna release that one tomorrow. Yeah. Got an Archie's folder. Archie, are you in here? He might be muted because he's editing. Let me see. Oh yeah, he's muted. Oh, I have Gonzo's edits to check. Let me check Gonzo's shit so we can get him out of here. Gonzo, are you in?
I'm here.
Yeah, buddy. All right, I'm ready to check some edits. Trump just dropped another F-bomb on national television.
Present CIA operations.
Can you play that hook again?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I saw something. Trump just dropped another F. You see that?
Yeah, I forgot it does that. Let me grab a different part.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I have this weird cut over here. I just didn't fix it in the intro.
Got you.
Just grab that and put that there. Should be fine.
There we go.
And yep, that should work.
Trump just dropped another F-bomb on national television.
Authorized present CIA operations in Venezuela as part of.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but some interesting things are happening around the world, I'll say that.
Mr. President, it has been reported that Maduro offered everything in his country, all the natural resources. He even recorded a message to you in English recently, offering mediation. What should we do in order to stop that?
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Holy shit, dude! I think it's good, but I think there's two questions that Trump gets asked. So there's a first one, and then he answers, and then he gets a second question. I think we should start after the hook. We start the video at the second question, not the first. No. Yeah, right there. That's right. That's exactly right. Trump just dropped another F-bomb on national television.
Mr. President, it has been reported that Maduro.
That's better.
Cool.
I think it's going to be more concise that way. What do you think?
I agree.
Okay, cool.
I agree. I was thinking about doing that in the first place, but I wasn't sure.
Fire. Let's send it. Trump's new F-bomb. A new follower. $2 super chat from Ace of Spade. Thank you very much, my friend. We got a new follower on Twitch. A couple of them. We got Ferret and Wolfgang. Thank you very much. If you guys fuck with Twitch, highly appreciate if you come over and follow on Twitch. I'm Papa Stanimus on Twitch. Should be pinned in the chat. Trump just dropped another F. Just if you guys fuck with Twitch, you know, if you're a Twitch person, you don't have to go sign up over there or anything if you don't fuck with Twitch. Yeah.
All right, ready for the next one?
One sec. Mercordo, have a good weekend. See ya. And Screaming Violet, welcome to the stream. Is that the voice thing? What is that? What are you talking about? And I'm ready. Go ahead. John Bolton has just surrendered himself to the authorities.
Bolton arriving at a United States District Court in Greenbelt, Maryland. He is expected to surrender after being indicted on 18 counts over the alleged mishandling of classified documents. Bolton faces 8 counts of transmission of national defense information and 10 counts of retention of national defense information.
It's such a good video. Send it. It's all the viral notes, all 4 of them. Concept, hook, duration, satisfaction. Bam. Bolton is fucked. But or effed, like F apostrophe D. We'll do that. Is effed. There we go. John Bolton has just surrendered. All right, one more. The Democrats tweeted, Republicans control the House. Republicans control the Senate. Republicans control the White House. This is their shutdown. To which the GOP responded with, we don't speak vegetable, but maybe... He started over. It was just lagging a little bit. I just want to experience it.
Yeah, I don't know why he keeps doing it to this video specifically.
Okay.
It's been pissing me off. But yeah, it's been happening. I don't know why.
Well, if it just happens, then whatever. I'll deal with it. The Democrats tweeted, Republicans control the House. Republicans control the Senate. Republicans control the White House. This is their shutdown. To which the GOP responded with, we don't speak vegetable, but maybe this guy can help explain it for you.
The procedural power called the filibuster.
Okay.
To say that in plain English, it means you have to have 60 votes when there's a filibuster. 60 votes, a supermajority, instead of 50 to get anything done.
It's so funny. Send it. All right, that's the last one, huh?
That's the last one.
All right, sir. Let's call it GOP cooked with this one. Nah, it's too long. Biden explains filibusters. There we go. Just use Biden's own words. Just explain. No, you guys caused the filibuster. No, the Democrats tweet. Think tomorrow will be crazy or nothing burger? I would have said nothing burger before, but after Charlie Kirk, anything's on the table at this point. So I don't know. Okay. Gonzo, can you remind me the first one? So let's see. I'll give you the comments. What's the first video about again?
First video is Trump saying the F-bomb.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Love vulgar. Who say vulgar Trump is the best Trump. There we go. Second one. What was that about?
That was the John Bolton.
Oh, yeah.
Himself in.
John Bolton is like might actually die in prison. Wow. ... There we go. And third one?
The GOP one.
GOP. All right. GOP apps. Oh, GOB. GOP absolutely cooked them with this. There we go. All right. There's your comments.
All right.
We're all settled up. Thank you for everything you did for me this week. And I enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you on Monday, Gonzo. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. We'll see you Monday.
See you, dude.
Peace.
All right. That's one editor off for the weekend. Archie is still hashtag free Archie. He's still chained up. I'm gonna zap him. I'm gonna put a shot collar on this guy. All right. Let me close this off. This is the wrong GoldenEye pause music. This is the correct one. Go. You think tomorrow? Oh, I read that already. How do you connect with an editor? Would be possible to be connected with him? How do you connect with an editor? Well, that's Gonzo. He just works exclusively for me. Both of my editors do at this point. Gonzo is a local friend. I've known him for years before he ever even became an editor. And I taught him from scratch how to edit my videos. So I took a couple weeks. I just found a smart friend and said, here's how you go viral on YouTube. And I showed him everything I know. And then I just check his edits and make sure that everything is good. Like today, I just made that one little change. I just tightened up an edit, make it a little bit better. But yeah, I personally trained him how to edit. I'm a really good editor personally. I've edited thousands and thousands of videos. So my advice really is this, Mind Repair Time. You got to be the editor, right? You can't find someone who's like better than you for cheap. Okay. And sometimes if someone's better than you, it still might not be good enough. Most likely, most of the time, it's not good enough. If they were so good at going viral, they wouldn't even be working for you. Right? So you have to get good. You have to learn how it works. Then when you bring in editors, you show them how it's fucking done. And you have a standard and say, no, this is how we fucking do it because I know it works. I've gotten billions of views. I know how it works. You know what I mean? So that's really it. The real answer is that it's got to be you. You don't. And then when you're really good, you're bringing in some funds. You now have funding. You can hire like several full-time people and pay for them and their families and shit. Right? If you can afford that now, then get an editor. Then you show them how to do it. But you got to get there first. You got to get there in two ways. One is skills. You have to actually have the skills yourself. Two, you got to have the money to pay someone to edit videos at the skill level you expect. That's the real answer. And it sucks because editing sucks and people don't want to sit there and fucking figure it out. And I understand that. But if you don't, then people like me run circles around you. So you got to be competitive and you got to learn the skills that I know. You got to learn how to be really good at making videos. You got to be good at setting up your cameras. You got to be good at setting up your lights, good at setting up your audio. You have to be good at capturing things in high quality. Get good at your actual performance in front of the camera, being confident, camera confident, comfortable. You got to get good at knowing how to tell a story and editing things into a story. You got to get good at fixing your fucking computer problems when things always inevitably go wrong. There's so many things to learn. You got to learn how all the algorithms work on all the different platforms. They all have different algorithms that you can learn. You learn the psychology of why people watch things. What makes them stay? What makes them feel good? What makes them want more? There's so much to learn. So you do this, you take on all of that, you know? That's what and then once you've got it all down, then things get a little easier. At that point, that's when things are easy. But the journey of learning all of that stuff, that's the hard part. That's the hard part. So that's my like actual answer, right? It's not the answer you were looking for, but you know that what I'm saying is right. That it's like, it's got to be you because it's a startup. Unless you have some sort of big budget and you have somebody that you could pay that knows how to run everything for you, you know, then it's got to be you because you got to learn how to do this stuff and literally bootstrap your way to victory. Anybody that says it's luck is lying. Even people that like yesterday, I did a little segment on Moist Critical because he made $36 million or something like that on YouTube in the past like 6 years. And he was just saying, I'm lucky. And it's like, I watch his videos. I see, as a YouTuber, I see all the things he's doing in his videos and how he's connecting with his audience and stuff. I'm also a Twitch streamer. I was a Twitch streamer for 6 years before I ever became a YouTuber. And I got really good at that too. And it's fun. You know, it's fun connecting. I got really good at connecting with people and giving people a good place to hang out and watch streams. And that's where like people on YouTube right now enjoying the streams are like, yeah, I like watching this guy. That's on purpose. That is on purpose. I want people to feel that way when they come here. And you know, and it's not easy to do if you haven't done a whole lot of it, you know, you have to pick up on it. But yeah, that's the real answer. Is getting good at this stuff. You can't pawn off the important skill sets off to someone else if you don't have them yourself, because then you won't know how to tell them when they're wrong. That's the thing. You got to be able to, like, so when I have my editors, I check their videos to make sure things are right, because I just have more experience than them. I've made just thousands and thousands of videos. Pirate, are you fucking debating people? I like your content, editing, etc. So when I first asked, was wanting to get some good tips from your editors, but when you said sums up, things are just not trainable. It's all from experience. It is trainable, but how do you train someone if you aren't trained yourself? That's the point, right? So like I trained Gonzo, he's never edited before in his life, and then now he's editing all my shorts and he's acing these things. You know, like I do, like it is still, I have to check every video because there are things that I catch, and I call them video killers. I find video killers inside of the videos that he's not aware of, or maybe he forgot about or something, he just missed it. And me, I didn't spend all that time editing the video, so I'm coming in fresh and I could spot the video killers right away. I'm like, oh, there's one, and he's like, oh shit, yeah, there it is. And he'll get those out, and then the video is like aced, it's perfect, it's clean, send it. Everything else is good. So but there's things that will kill a video, you know, especially with like shorts. People will swipe that motherfucking video away. Yeah, he does a really good job. Anybody that has Gonzo working for them, whatever he may be doing, they should value this man. I feel like this guy, there's some places he's worked at where they realized how important of a person he is. Put him in any position and he'll figure it out and get good at it. That's why I believed that he can be my editor. I've never personally trained an editor like that before. But yeah, anybody that Gonzo works for that does not appreciate having him on board is an absolute fool. I will say that. I've said that many times before. I'll continue to say that. Gonzo is one of those people, like if you're a business owner and then he comes in fresh and he's willing to learn and you teach him, it's like, bro, that's going to be one of your best fucking guys you've ever had. You better not let him go. So that's, I have a lot of experience with, before I became a YouTuber, I owned a manufacturing company, and I've just had thousands of people work for me. And I just got really good at spotting these types of people, like someone who's like, oh, that's the keeper guy, right? You could just tell someone takes shit so much more seriously. They're thorough. They don't get emotional, and they're just there to do a good job, you know? And those are the ones that they move up quick. Gonzo's one of those guys. And he even told me, usually just about everywhere he ends up working, he becomes a manager. So glad to have him. I found you from shorts on YouTube about 8 months ago. How did you get traction this year? I mean, I've been doing shorts since they first came out on YouTube. A new follower. I started off just kind of making stuff, and I didn't really know. And then the more I made things and the more I started studying, here's the answer. When I started studying how virality works in videos, and I started just learning more about what makes a good video work really good on YouTube, that's when I started seeing the views start to go up. Right? Here's a little chart, or I guess we're going backwards. So that's when the views started to go up. And then I would practice even more, and then I'd learn even more, and the views kept going up, 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 up. So it was basically a knowledge thing. The more I learned about how it works, the more I put those things into practice and experimented, trying to implement what I'm learning to see if I could pull it off. And then I get a little bit of results. I'm like, oh shit, things are working a little bit. Let's keep going. And I just got better and better, and I've made thousands and fucking thousands of videos and got really good at it. I'm still getting good at it. I'm still learning. There's still so much more to learn. I didn't go to school or anything, so I'm picking up everything kind of like the slow way, just by doing shit over the years. I haven't really had anybody train me. I've only gone online and just researched things and then tried stuff. That's it. But yeah, so so now that I know what I'm doing, I have multiple channels now. I did a gaming channel that's almost to 1 million subs. It's less than 100,000 subscribers away from 1 million. The new politics channel just blew up like 150,000 extra followers over the past like 2 months, which is pretty good. So I think that we can definitely get the new politics channel to 1 million subscribers. And then my plate's going to be full from there, but I have other ideas for other channels. I'd love to do a cooking channel. I think that would be rad. So, but yeah, when you learn how this stuff works, and you understand YouTube, then pick a category and then just apply the principles that you know and send it. And don't be a pussy and give up right away. Give things time to take a life. But I've been doing the politics channel basically this entire year, and it only blew up a couple months ago. So Papa Cook, something like that. We'll see what happens. But that's the the other part is, even when you know what you're doing, you still have to give something time to take a life, especially when you join a new thing. and you know the principles of making viral videos and stuff, but you're in a new category, so you have to learn how to exist in that new category. And it took me a while to figure out how to exist in the political category. And what I found, the biggest thing that was holding me back this whole year was being too careful with what I'm saying. Now, the best thing I could possibly do is just say what I fucking think. That's the best. I found that it's actually, and it's, so I was trying so hard to try and be like, okay, let's make sure that we, you know, I was just being too careful with everything. Right now, fuck that. I was just going to say what I think. That's the best thing I did on this channel. I was always a little bit more righty than I portrayed myself. Just because I'm trying to be fair and nice. And when I stopped caring so much about being nice, and I just say fuck it, that's when things started doing a whole lot better. And now I realize that about this category of content. Freedom of speech is back. Also, yeah, the world feels a lot safer to just say what the fuck I want to say. You know what I mean? It's young men being put on the front lines, can't carry the family's name if your son is dead. That's reality. That's the way wars go, though. We need the youngest ones are the most durable. You know, that's why governments send young men to go fight, because old men aren't as fast and durable as young men. They're also a lot more willing to say no to things. You only need to worry about being canceled if you care what they say. Yeah, you're only canceled if you submit to it. I've had, even before I did politics, I've had so many people try to cancel me even now. Because I did reaction videos. People don't like that I do reaction videos. So they try and cancel me. I had someone try to cancel me lying, saying I steal all the videos. And then like they were going to do this big deep dive and exposing me. And they found out that I get permission for all my videos. So they did all that work for no reason. So it's like, I'm still waiting for that video. I'm like, where's the big expose? Because I was so amused by it. I'm like, okay. They were like tagging people publicly on Twitter and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in that person's DMs. I literally got permission for that person, that person, I have proof on all of it. It's all documented. But I'll actually show you guys a little bit behind the scenes. I'm very proud of my process. Here we go. So here's the Airtable. Here's all these videos that we're working on right now. He's waiting for a response. These are videos that we've reached out already. We haven't gotten anything back, and they're pending. If they're pending for too long, then we archive them. And then here's a bunch of videos that we're working on right now. We haven't reached out yet. All these blank spots right here. Let me go down. Here's videos that we've contacted and used recently. Here's contacted. This is the used department. Here's a bunch of videos that used. Let me go back to an older one. These are 800 entries each. So we're on Airtable 5. Each of these have 800 entries. But yeah, here's all these videos right here that are disapproved. We contact them and then they said no. So we don't use them because they said no. So, but yeah, someone tried to cancel me for that, and then I was just like, I didn't say it. Like I at first was defending myself. Well, I get permission, and they're like, no, you don't, you fucking liar. And then I was like, okay, go do all the work and find out for yourself then, because like I do all this work. You know, here's Airtable 4. Here's 3. This is an older one. These are all full. These are all the history of all the videos that we reach out. We track them down. We get all their contact information and we track them down and get permission for the videos, or get told no. So it is a lot of work. But it prevents my channel from getting banned, and it keeps people happy with me. So, you know, like imagine stealing somebody's video and then you get like 100 million views on it. Someone's gonna be like, the owner of that video is gonna be like, who the fuck's this guy? Right? But now let's say we do a video, we get 100 million views on it. They'll be like, that's the one person in the world that asked, and they leave me alone. That's how that goes down. All right, let's see. We have I could shoot one more video. You guys want to do daily crash outs? You down with that? I could shoot one more video. We have a fuck ton of daily crash outs. Will you teach me? Says, prove me wrong. $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Hey, Highway Pirate, if you want to be a mod too, like one thing, I'd rather someone that's going to be a mod is not going to constantly fight with the chat. You know, even though like they're the opposing side and shit, I would rather if you want to do that, then not be mod. But if you want to be mod, then just leave them like I only do it when I want to highlight them for video reasons and stuff, or just because I'm doing a sacrificial lamb moment for the chat. They want, you know, sometimes we got to sacrifice a lamb in front of everybody to appease the people. You know what I'm saying? See ya, Chris. Appreciate you. Whopper, happy Friday. Let's do some crash outs. I'm not even going to group these up. Lefty crash outs. Because everyone loves these. I've always like clicked them away because I get so annoyed by watching these people, but I learned a long time ago when I first started blowing up on YouTube Shorts, because I was doing Karen videos. I felt the same way about Karen videos. I couldn't watch them because it would make me mad, and I don't want to be mad. But when I made the videos, I found a little like cheat code, if you will, that really helped me out. And that was, instead of getting mad about the videos, I would just make fun of the Karens. And now the videos don't make me mad or the viewer, right? Now the viewer's not left being angry either. And now the viewer is left laughing and feeling comedy. And I found that was the magic sauce to doing a Karen video, was to make fun of the Karen and laugh and not let her bother you, and just laugh at how pathetic they're being and enjoy how bizarre they are, and that and appreciate that we get to watch them act stupid. And that type of vibe with those videos changed everything. And that's how I'm approaching these crash out videos for the most part. Sometimes there's one that's like, it's not a joking matter. But other times it is. Karen videos. Yep. That's how I got my start back in the day. That's how I first blew up. Lurking, making fettuccine Alfredo. Are you doing it from a jar, or are you making the Alfredo from scratch? It's so easy to make it from scratch, and it's so much better. I'm telling you, I got to do a cooking channel. I could cook anything. And if I haven't cooked it, I could still cook it. I could cook anything, even if I haven't cooked it. I could cook anything. $2 super chat from Victor. It says, good luck in finding the Hamas hackers. Any luck in finding the Hamas hackers in the airport? Honestly, I have not heard anybody fucking talking about this. It's not a very like big story, apparently. But we did look into it. There's just not a whole lot of people. Nobody cares. From scratch. Nice. Yeah, I like to do some pecorino romano mixed with Parmesan Reggiano. And I like to do so there's ways you could just do pasta water, but I like heavy cream. So I do heavy cream, butter, those cheeses, and I throw some nutmeg in there, a small amount of thyme, garlic, and bam. That's my sauce. Stan criticizes every side. It's not just one side. That's true. I mostly criticize the left. It is very one-sided. But like today, we had some racist bitch threatening to call ICE on some fucking dark-skinned veteran that went to 2 wars, right? So we called her the fuck out for being a racist piece of shit. We also did one yesterday of some Karen in the back of a cop car saying that she was going to have the cop deported or some crazy shit. I forgot what it was. But yeah, you know, I'll like, obviously, if you're fucking an honest person, if you're an honest righty, you can look at somebody doing those things and tell yourself, I don't care that she's on my side. That's wrong. That's how, I mean, that's so simple for me. I have no problem doing that. And in fact, I feel like I'm setting an example because a lot of righties are not willing to do it. I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying I'm noticing that, you know, it's not as profitable, I guess. But I don't give a shit. Truth and fairness don't have a side. That's what I say. $10 super chat from Will. Right, that's that Ukrainian girl that got murdered on the fucking train, stabbed in the neck. That was crazy. Wrong is wrong. That's right, Las Vegas. Wrong is wrong. I don't have such loyalty to a side that I overlook somebody being a fucking racist piece of shit and disrespectful to a vet. So that's where I'm gonna be like, I don't claim you. I'll just look at that person and be like, get the fuck out of our side. Go make your own side. You're kicked out of the right. That's what I always say. You see, find these openly disgusting racist people doing that type of stuff. Kick them out of the party. They're not even allowed to be in. We don't claim them. They're baggage that must be dropped. And guess what happens? Guess what happens when we do that? The left doesn't have anything to complain about anymore. They need us to be racist. They're dependent on it, right? They need the right to be racist so they have an argument. And if we take their argument away, they lose. It's such a simple strategy. My question is, why is racism automatically right-wing? Because of things like, you know, the history of different laws and what laws are supported by the right, you know, like, and it's how it's being interpreted. So wanting strong borders is going to be seen as racist, even though that just makes sense. And that's also been a Democrat thing for the longest time. It's only been like the past like 15 or so years where, like, I would say maybe even 20, where like having strong borders isn't a talking point for the Democrats. It's been, you know, weaker and weaker for them. So now having open borders is their talking point. You know what I'm saying? But at one point in time, we were both in agreement of having strong borders and people coming here legally. You know what I mean? So it's stuff like that. Things evolve into that. Bullshit evolves, right? It spawns and then it evolves over time. It's stuff like that. But there are like Nazis, for example, if they have to pick a side, they want to, the things that make more, they're going to pick the side that has more common sense. So that's the right. So unfortunately we get Nazis attached to our side, and it drags us down. We got to knock them out, right? Like there are real like Nazi people, like swastikas tattooed on their body type Nazis, like real ones, not somebody who believes in fucking strong borders and it's being called a Nazi. I'm talking about like a real one with fucking like Mein Kampf on their coffee table. Okay. I'm talking about real Nazis. They align more with the right than the left. Therefore, all of the right gets associated with them, and it's not fair. And that's why I say it's baggage that you drop. We're better off without them, right? So you drop that baggage. Drop that baggage, you take away their little argument toys. Are you angry about the racism clearly shown by ICE in Portland and Chicago? I haven't seen any. I've seen people yelling Nazi at them, but that doesn't mean that somebody's racist when somebody goes Nazi, racist, Nazi. Shouting Nazi and racist at somebody doesn't mean anything. So no, I don't fall for that like you do. Knock yourself out though. I got in 03 and I got in 03 out of wait, what? Oh, when you joined the military, I'm assuming Army since it's Fort Hood, in 03 and got out in 2016. Wow, okay, long career. I joined 3 years after you and then got out in 2010. Where's the concern about Dearborn, Michigan? It's funny when you guys like do that. Like, where's the concern about Dearborn, Michigan? Bro, bitch, I have a whole video on it. Go watch it. Why are you coming at me like that? You're just assuming, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to at least go look at my channel and see if I've covered it first before you come at me like that. Dang, Stan, it wasn't that hard to read. I'm retarded. I took my Tylenol today. Clearly going after black and brown people, even citizens, is pretty racist. Well, they're going after, ICE is going after people here illegally. I literally just did a segment of them fucking finding a white guy that's here illegally from some fucking Slavic country. So they're going after people. See, you're retarded. I'm not going to indulge you any further. Yeah, you're just retarded. Can you see the video? Go find it. I'm not talking to you anymore. You're stupid. I got a cooler chat over on YouTube to talk to you. We love you, brother. Thank you, Joseph. Well, a lot of love for the stuff you do, man. Or a lot of love for the stuff you do, man. You seem cool as hell. Thank you very much. Appreciate yous. You're just asking, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk to someone who just says everything is racist. Like, that's dumb. We're not conversating with you guys anymore. Yeah, the gig is up. If you want to talk like in a way that is more realistic instead of just saying everything is racist, then sure. Otherwise, I'm not fucking bothering with you. I've zero interest in that. We're sick of it. And I encourage everybody. This is my message with my platform. We've had 78,000 people show up to the stream so far. Here's my message. When they're doing that shit, just don't even indulge it. Just follow my example, right? Just say, you're being impossible. I'm not even going to waste any time on you. Because nothing's ever going to change their mind that the world, everything in the world around them is racist. They're the people. Where's that one thing at? Where'd it go? See if I can find it. Ah, here it is. This is it right here, right? Even Lord of the Rings is racist. They want to see the orcs as black people. Therefore, they want us to be the ones who see the orcs as black people. But they're the ones who see it that way themselves. They brought it up. We never said that. This is a land of goblins and dragons and shit and magic. But they want to interpret the orcs as black people. So we're racist for it. We're not going to participate in these conversations any longer. $10 super chat from Willie Teach says John Wilkes Booth was a Democrat who assassinated Abraham Lincoln, a Republican who passed the Emancipation Proclamation, freed the slaves. Democrats being doing this for over 100 years. Yeah, well, I mean, that was a long time ago. Things have shifted, right? Things have shifted, to be fair. Okay, they're not about that shit. I mean, at least they claim not to. But I do think that the Democrats depend on racism for strength. Here, I have a meme on this very page. Here we go. This says everything right there. That says it all. Don't die on me, you bastard. We still need to use you. Come back, racism. Like, I'm someone on the right. I'm desperately trying to, like, bro, this racist shit, get it the fuck out of our party. Get it out of here, bro. It's baggage. It's dragging us down. And then we're successfully doing it. Actually, like it is happening. The right is becoming a whole lot more tolerant of other people. Now, the things that they're not tolerant of, they've become less tolerant of, is woke ideology being injected into everything forcefully and ruining art because of it. That's something that we're not cool with, and we've become less tolerant of. But the right is way more, like, you go back to like the 50s and 60s compared to now. Holy shit, we've come a long way. That's to be celebrated. And guess what? If it continues in that direction, what are the Democrats going to have to cry about? Nothing. They won't have anything to cry about anymore. All right, let's do this video. I'm going to do another recording. I have a third video I'm shooting. This is going to be Sunday's video. We're doing daily crash outs. Let's do this. We do another stream marker or two. Alrighty. That should do it. I think I'm going to move this over here and close all of these. Oh, you know what? I know. I'm going to pull this out into its own thing. There we go. And then we'll just close this whole thing. Bam. Tabs nuked. All right. Whole new set of tabs. Let's do this. I know what you guys want, and oh wait, let me go full screen. Here we go. I know what you guys want, and that is libs crashing out. Here we go. We have all of this week's libs crashing out, all the good crash outs compiled in one place for you guys. Let's get started right away. This first guy is talking about freeing Tyler Robinson, the Charlie Kirk assassin.
Tyler Robinson.
That's what I said. I said, fuck Charlie Kirk.
Why free Tyler Robinson?
Because he's a patriot.
Tyler Robinson is a patriot.
I mean,
Notice this guy has no actual answers to any of the questions other than retarded ass fucking brain rot.
the fuck you think I'm hiding or something? I done said this shit a million times.
What makes him a patriot?
Because he got rid of a piece of shit.
Okay. And you think that's a good thing to kill people who disagree with you?
I think it's a good thing to take a racist out.
Okay. How do you know he was racist?
Because he a piece of shit. Look at what he said. So if you see a black pilot, then you got to wonder, is he qualified? You a piece of shit, gang?
He just doesn't like
His
DEI.
wife's still out here racist. He don't like what?
What is his...
Yeah, I have a whole video on this. I actually watched the entire clip of what Charlie Kirk said. He didn't say anything that this guy thinks he said. This guy saw a headline or a tweet or something, or he read some shit on fucking Facebook, and he just believes it as real.
Wife done that's
You don't
racist.
like what? That weak-ass Super Bowl show because Bad Bunny Puerto Rican? That's some racist shit.
Yeah, it was totally a DEI argument. This next guy is upset that nobody wants to come work for him because all of his illegal workers got deported. So now he's saying, hey, MAGA, come get the jobs. I don't think anybody would ever want to work for this guy. Let me display for you why. Thank you for the follow, Soldier's Fate.
Hey, this goes to all you MAGA supporters, right? All y'all motherfuckers that called and got ICE down here and got all these folks deported, got all my crew deported. Folks with work visas that got deported, yeah, come get these jobs. I got a job waiting for y'all, man.
Does the job pay slave labor like you were paying illegals because you're taking advantage of them?
Yeah. And y'all better keep up with the same work rate them guys did, because if not, you fired on the spot. I ain't finna have no compassion on any of y'all. Come get these jobs y'all so much wanted. I'm waiting on y'all. That parking lot empty. It's the day after. And I'm still yet to see anybody coming out here trying to apply for these jobs.
Because it's slave labor, bro. We can just go work somewhere else and make more money. Or someone can start their own company and do a better job. You're going to go out of business if nobody wants to work with you. You're going to go out of business if you can only pay people that work here illegally.
Come on, man. Where's all that crime? Where's all the, they're taking these jobs. Come get these jobs. Come
Bro,
on.
this guy doesn't understand that he's self-owning right here so hard. Nobody's there that... If you had a great opportunity to offer somebody, people would be lining up out the fucking door. You don't have any opportunity to offer. That's why they're not there. That's why you had to hire illegal aliens.
Come on. I'm going to work the shit out you. Come here.
No, you're not. You could work the shit out of the illegals because they ain't going to say shit. There is no fucking OSHA that's going to come save the illegals. On the other hand, okay, hold on. We're going to move. This one's going to get moved to later. We'll do this one later. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, there's an update. This guy got arrested for this. Okay, awesome. He says, when y'all's bodies lay motionless on the ground. Okay, you know what? Arrested. What was his TikTok? Half Day Andy 1.2. Yo, I actually kind of want to go to his TikTok. Hold on, let me pull that up. TikTok.com/@halfdayandy. Of course, his name is Half Day. Lazy piece of shit. Oh no. Oh no. Where does account go? Oh no, bro. You don't want to stand on business? I thought that was funny. What the fuck? What happened? Oh no. His account's gone. Justin, thanks for the $2 super chat. Oh no. Black woman claims white people are the problem. Okay, of course she does.
So, some people may not like what I'm about to say, but I'm going to be the one to say it.
I'm just going to guess and say that this person takes no accountability for their own situation in life. There's no responsibility. This person just wants everything to happen great for them. And because it isn't, because she's not actually trying to make her life better, she blames white people for it. Let me guess.
White people are the problem and the reason why the world is the way that it is. And if black people were in charge, life would be much more sustainable and satisfying. I said what I said. So,
you did say what you said, and you just look like a dumbass because obviously it's because you don't go make your own life better. It's your responsibility and no one else's. White people have nothing to do with you. This one's pretty wild. So these guys here, I'm just going to play the video, right? But it says, ICE, we're on the way. Word on the streets, cartels put a $50,000 bounty on y'all. I'm just going to mute it because it's, copyrighted music. But yeah, they stand there, they got their masks, and then there's the thing. And yeah, that's it right there. Pretty stupid to upload that to the internet. What's his name? Florida name edit? That's retarded. Anyways, Homeland Security has reposted this video. Here's what they said. Fuck around, find out. If you threaten or lay hands on our law enforcement officers, we will hunt you down and you will find out really quick. We'll see you soon. We'll see you cowards soon. Yeah, these guys are going to, why would you upload this? It's so dumb. Why would you upload this? This is like going in the airport and saying, bomb. It's so brain dead. But there's an endless supply. I mean, look at all these tabs, bro. We have an endless supply. It's beautiful. I love it, bro, because I get a lot of views showing this stuff to everybody. So I kind of want them to keep doing it. I get a lot of views and they go to jail. Fucking double win, dude. I haven't seen this one. Liberal man is outraged over a Home Depot displaying the American and Armed Forces flags. Are you fucking kidding me? Sometimes people are just trolling. Let's see if this is real. Well, oftentimes it is real.
This dumbass shit.
You gotta be kidding me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. That bothers you?
I'm just trying to get some paint.
Go get some paint, bro. They're flags. Yeah, you're just trying to get some paint and you're finding a reason to be mad and on your way to get paint. It's another self-own. It's 100% a self-own. They're flags. What the fuck? They're flags. You got mad about it. Just go get your fucking paint. Like you just said, you're just trying to get paint. Why don't you go do that and stop letting stupid shit trigger you? Holy shit.
Paint's $55. There's nothing to be proud of as an American here in this store.
Don't buy it. Buy it somewhere else.
Just buying paint. Got propaganda.
The Marine Corps flag is propaganda? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, bro. Yo, you have any idea? This guy has no idea. Bro, someone should make him learn about like Iwo Jima or something. You know what I mean? He'll probably think that, well, yeah, he probably won't agree with it. He'll be like, just let the, he doesn't care that the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. He doesn't give a shit that we had to go fucking fight for our freedoms because we literally were getting attacked on our soil. Wild. That's the Marine Corps flag, bro. That's not propaganda. This white girl talking like she's black says that white people need to start beating up ICE agents. Okay, fucking holy fuck. All right, here we go with the phonetics, guys. Get ready.
White people, stop running from this. The fight is here. You have to put the fuck up. There is no excuse to be peace and love now. Peace and love means put your fucking fists up. Put your fight on. Put your fighting
Put your fight on.
Start standing up for justice the real way. Street justice. Because obviously the laws don't matter. Legislation doesn't matter. Legalities doesn't fucking matter. Start fighting, bitch. Get street smart, bitch. Learn how to fight. Start smacking these ICE officers. Start smacking these police officers. We need to start beating other white people up. Until white people, we realize that the enemy is within. The enemy is in our own ranks. It's not black people. It's not brown people. It's not anybody other than ourselves.
Yeah.
We've ran from our problems our entire lineages.
Fucking white people.
Face it. Face the violence that we ourselves perpetuate, that we uphold, white supremacy.
Fucking white people.
Fight back.
That really, there we go. The point really got nailed home at the end there with the punching of her own phone. Oh my God. My initial reaction is that I bet she has 3 different baby daddies and 2 of them are in jail. That's fucking wild. All right, here we go. What is this? Oh, Don Lemon? Don Lemon tells non-whites to get okay, let's see what he says.
Black people, brown people of all stripes, whether you're an Indian American or a Mexican American or whoever you are, go out in your place where you live and get a gun legally, get a license to carry legally. Because when you have people knocking on your door and taking you away without due process as a citizen, isn't that what the Second Amendment was written for? Go back and read what the Second Amendment says. And perhaps it will knock some sense in the heads of these people who are saying, well, it's all great.
He's basically saying shoot ICE agents. That's fucking wild.
I don't believe they're doing it without due process. They're asking people for papers. They're not really beating people up. These people are doing things that are illegal. Nobody is illegal. It is a misdemeanor to cross the border. Now, black people.
That's wild, bro. I mean, yeah. I mean, if anybody wants to legally get a gun, by all means, bro. Knock yourself out. I'm down with anybody having a gun that's allowed to, you know, unless you're fucking psycho out of the mental hospital or something. Maybe not, but I don't care what color someone is. If you're American, you have a right to own a weapon here. Liberals are now demanding for people to stop using the word spooky during Halloween because it's right. Are you fucking kidding me?
Real quick, when are we gonna stop using the word spooky? Just wondering. Because you know what it means, right? You know. I mean, we all know. So why are you still using it? Real quick.
Because it doesn't mean to me what it means to you. That's why. Because it's nothing. It actually is completely harmless. That's why. That is absolutely why. Oh my God, here's another person. Woman on New York City subway goes on racist rant against white people because a cute little dog was too close. We watched this one already. I've seen this, but we're showing it again since we're doing a compilation. I'll keep this one short, but we cover this in more detail in earlier videos.
But you can fuck around and find out when I get off. Find out, okay. You shut up. Come and make me shut up. All y'all white motherfuckers, come and make me shut up. All y'all white motherfuckers, yeah, because y'all fucking talking because he's a white motherfucker and I'm talking about a dog. If I don't want a dog to touch me, I don't have to let a dog touch me. If I don't want the dog to touch me, and man, you want to record too? I can record you too, ma'am. You like recording? I can record you too.
Upload it. I want your POV, lady. Can I have your POV? I want to show everybody.
Yourself yelling.
Yeah. Anyways, we've covered that one before. She's annoying. She got mad because there was a dog. Woman says that all white people should leave the U.S. and go back to their native lands. The fuck?
I think that all the white people in America should just leave. Just leave. That will stop a lot of the issues that are going on. If you guys were to just leave, all this would be done for nothing.
It's like the dumbest fucking thing to present ever. That really? That's what you're putting out there? That's your solution to solving all the world's problems is getting rid of all the white people? They genuinely believe this. There's so many brainwashed, absolutely brainwashed individual. Oh, this one got deleted. Oh, this one's hilarious. Here we go. Josh Cedar. So this is Josh Cedar. He's doing this funny. I don't know much about him beyond this video, but this video is funny to me.
Where you're gonna get arrested. Go.
He's triggered. Look at him.
Get in the fuck. Yeah, I am triggered. You're insulting a whole community of fucking people.
Bye-bye. Check your cis documented privilege.
Do you want me to tell you the world? What the fuck? I'm gonna put you on electric.
illegals. Trans illegals for ICE. Trans illegals for ICE. Cállate.
Cállate. Cállate, pendejo. Oh, that's funny. TikToker calls for citizens to shoot at ICE agents. Of course, I hope each and every one of these people get arrested. I'll put it out there. I'll make shorts on every, I get like 1 million views on every short. That's a lot of people. I think if I can get 1 million views on each and every one of these videos, then we can have them, you know, face some consequences. I have no problem contributing to that. This is absolutely wild. You can't say shoot people.
Why aren't we shooting back at them? Can anybody explain that to me?
Oh, right. I remember this one.
I don't own a firearm, but if I saw an ICE agent, it would brick right to their fucking dome.
Right.
So why are the armed citizens not shooting back at them?
Because they don't want to go to fucking federal prison. Stupid. Dumbass piece of shit. And of course you want everyone else to do it. You don't want to do it. Why don't you do it, lady? Why don't you go do it and stop trying to get everyone else to do it for you? You go do it and find out what the fuck happens. Stupid. TikToker says that celebrations for Trump's death will be so big. Oh, I remember this one. Says it's gonna be bigger than Charlie Kirk. Everyone's gonna. I bet there will be celebrations. I mean, we can expect that. People don't like Trump. I like Trump. I'll be sad, but I know other people are gonna be happy. They really don't like him that much.
They ain't gonna be able to handle it when the big guy curls up.
I don't care. You can do it all you
That
want.
celebration will eclipse whatever so-called celebration you call this.
I will be making videos about them though, and making money off of them. So if you guys want to do that, I'll happily show everyone else what you have to say, just like we're doing right here. This is a dream job. This is a dream job come true. Imagine that, bro. I'm on cloud 9. I get to show off all these fucking people. I get paid for it. Fuck yeah. And then they get to face the consequences. I think that's amazing.
Block parties in the street. Burgers, hot dogs, chips, baked beans, maybe a catfish fry. I'm auctioning off my virginity. Dude.
I bet you'll also make some cringe ass video that I could show everybody. All right, here we go. So this one's on the other end of the aisle. When we have these videos from righties being fucking whack, I'm always going to show them. A Karen's a Karen. Karens ascend all political sides. Karens can be from anywhere, even on the right. All right, we have our own fair share of Karens on the right, my friends, and we all know it. Award-winning nurse fired after telling officers she would let their cops and families die during DUI arrests, and says that she later mocked an officer for having a foreign accent and suggested that he be deported. A fucking American citizen with an accent that's a police officer enforcing the law, you know, making our cities safer. She's saying that he's going to get deported because he has an accent. Shut the fuck up.
Stop! I have a child! Well, I'm a nurse, and when you come through my hospital, don't worry, I'll let you die.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh my god!
All your family members, and this is all on recording? Greater Heights, don't go there.
I couldn't walk straight because I had a fucking eye injection yesterday.
Yeah, dumb excuse.
Because my perception
She was drunk driving.
off. You can't
Always a nurse?
speak straight because
All nurses will agree with me on this. Nurses are fucking psychos. Nurses even agree.
you have an
If you see like some hot nurse, she probably fucked everyone in that hospital. And all nurses agree with this. Ask them.
accent from another country.
All right, I'll be playing on audio. Make sure you listen to it.
I know. That's because ICE hasn't picked you up yet.
You literally just said that you don't want me there because you're gonna let me die.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not that great of a person. You think you can just treat me like this? You're gonna be
I like how she just suggested just because he has an accent, you're going to get picked up by us. He's literally a police officer, right? And then right after that suggested that he's the bad person and she's a good person. What the fuck? All in the same like 10 seconds. That's wild to me. Whatever. Yeah, she lost her job. Here's a new one. I haven't seen this one. I do not debate with idiots. This is civil war. Okay.
35-year-old kid in the coffee shop this morning was saying he's Republican.
Wait, what'd you do? A new follower.
35-year-old kid in the coffee shop this morning was saying he's Republican.
Okay, so someone just said he's a Republican.
Young, brown, living in a blue state. I proceeded to embarrass him. He said something about a debate. I said, I do not debate with idiots. No, this is a civil war. You have not received the feedback, the consequence that your words are garbage and you're a bad person at this point. Let me communicate that to you. You're welcome. 35-year-old.
So brain dead. I can't. I don't have any words. I'm just gonna show it. There you go. There's another retard. Moving on. Oh, here we go. This is another guy encouraging violence against ICE, shooting them, killing them.
Hey, for all this shit that be going on with ICE and shit, like how they just be beat motherfuckers' ass and shit. I swear, bro, all this shit to stop. It's just gonna take one motherfucker to just, you know what I'm saying, say, you know what I'm saying, ICE doing something, and it just take one motherfucker to be wrongfully arrested, and they just, hold on, what, shoot their ass, you know what I'm saying? And once that one ICE agent die, get his ass popped, I promise you, shit's gonna change. They ain't just finna be running up arresting any and everybody, folks. Cause if you just running up arresting any and everybody, detaining any and everybody, folks, and you run up on the wrong motherfucker, his ass just pop your ass.
You know what's funny is ICE is mostly operating in blue cities because that's where all the illegals gather the most, and they're gathering these people in public, and a lot of these blue cities have very strict gun laws, so they're not even allowed to shoot because they're not allowed to have the guns in the first place. That's pretty funny, but whatever. Yeah, here's his information. We've already made a video on this guy on Shorts. He's definitely being looked into. Are leftist women going to be? Oh, this one was so. I've seen this one. This one's. I'm only going to show a little bit of it because it's long, but here we go.
They will all go to prison after this. And the person who tells me, just chill, it's just the next 4 years. Yes! That person, if you do the thought experiment, like, let's go through it together. 4 years is up. It's now time for someone else to run. In my opinion, the pendulum swings.
Nobody cares about your opinion. I'm moving on. She's annoying. Federal agents are conducting a raid in Aurora, Illinois as Karen steps in to impede. Oh, right. We did a video on this one. All right, I'm going to Oh, this one's fine. Okay, one of them, her clothes start coming off a little bit after they scuffle on the ground. This one's okay though. It's not that Karen. Here she is. This one gets arrested. Federal agents. Federal charges. There we go. Get the fuck away from the car. No, that's right. I remember this. So this guy, I remember talking about this guy. This guy needs some more training because you don't spray someone that close. You step away. See how far the spray goes? It goes like 6 feet. You don't spray someone right in front of you because then it blasts on you. So he got it all over himself just now. He got her more, but he got it all over himself too. And holding it in someone's face and spraying like that, that's really dumb. I'm just gonna have to call that out. Just, I was in the Marines. I've done non-lethal training extensively, and that's not how you exercise that form of non-lethal equipment. You need to step the fuck back, friend. But yeah, they scuffle. Has a little bit of a hard time getting her arrested. Yeah, he needs some more training. They are aggressively hiring. Hey, just a friendly little shout out to DHS. They hiring. They got $50,000 sign up bonuses from what I heard. So if you want to sign up, just make sure you take your training seriously. Whiteness is a cannibalistic presence that robs, colonizes, and victimizes. Okay, here we go.
Whiteness as a presence is cannibalistic in its nature. It steals, it colonizes, and it victimizes itself to maintain its status as both victim and oppressor. And if you want to see white supremacy in action, observe white women. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Yeah, whatever. You know what? Just stay this way your entire life because you piss me off and I prefer that you're just miserable forever. Honestly, just stay that way. That's what I have to say about this, people. Oh, you clicked you gave me the wrong link here, Archie. Let's move on to the next thing. Pro-Palestine supporter proudly posts video stealing coffee from Starbucks as if that somehow supports the people in Gaza. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh wait, I've seen this one yesterday.
I don't support Starbucks, but to fuck with people who do, I just walk up in there and take their drinks.
Oh, there you go.
So shout out to Valerie.
Yeah.
Fuck you for supporting Starbucks. And yeah, free Palestine.
Bro, what? That is so cringe. How does that free Palestine? Oh my God, bro. These people are like, what's that? That is straight up narcissism. That's gotta be like, look at how good of a job I did for Palestine by stealing this Starbucks drink and enjoying it for myself. Like, why don't you pour it out then? Nah, she gonna drink it, bro. She drank that fucking coffee 100%. She fucking drank that shit, bro. She looks like she drinks a lot of these. That's so fucking funny. She drank it. We know she drank it. We know she drank that shit. Oh my God. There's such an abundance of these videos. I love making these. These are so fucking great. We just have a whole channel on this basically at this point. It's a dream job. Straight up. Leftists encouraging others to cancel their health insurance, just like they canceled their Disney subscription when Jimmy Kimmel. What the? Oh, right. Yeah, I saw this one too. I've seen a bunch of these. Okay, here we go.
I realize that not everyone can cancel their health insurance, but I just want to point something out. When Jimmy Kimmel got kicked off the air, so many people canceled their subscriptions to Disney and Hulu that it took them days to put him back on the air. So you can't tell me that if those of us who could afford to cancel our health insurance did it, that it would make a difference. It would. They would have to change something. I realize that not everyone can cancel their health insurance, but
Oh my God. So her solution to get her way, get the world to be the way she wants it, is for everyone that agrees with her worldviews to put themselves in danger by canceling their health insurance. That's very that sounds like a really high IQ approach to getting what you want in the world. Yeah, let her. Hey, lady, how about you go first? Exactly. Yeah, lady, you start. Okay, we'll be right behind you. Yeah, cancel it. No balls. You guys are fucking funny, dude. Who's this? This is a new one for me. Here we go. Meet Ivan Rosa. Rosa, a self-proclaimed Marxist and communist who works as a nurse. Okay, let's just see what the person has to say.
Earlier,
this is 6 minutes long.
Somebody was on this app basically saying, if ICE shows up, you should slide those dudes. Yeah. I mean, they're repellent helicopters, champ. And I think everyone's afraid, right? No one wants to be a martyr. Nobody wants to be the guy who's gonna get, unalived. But, I mean, they're gonna keep doing it until somebody bites back. Not that I would ever advocate for it, though.
You are advocating for it. Again, you go first. Yeah, you go ahead and you go first, bro. We'll be waiting. We'll cheer you on. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. And then we'll laugh. Excuse me. Donald Trump being so ugly is literally so embarrassing. Oh, yeah. Dude, Donald Trump, okay, when she is 80 years old, she is not going to look nearly as good as Donald Trump does at 80 years old. Okay? She, age. What's really funny about these people is that age comes at them faster than they realize. And those of us that are in our, mid 30s or later, even just 30s, like when you hit 30, it's like, fuck, I hit 30, right? But us in our 30s and later, we know, we have at least us in our 30s and late 30s, we finally have an understanding that time is coming for us. Time keeps on slipping, making you ugly. Here we go, lady.
Donald Trump being so ugly is literally so embarrassing. Like when he shows up to meetings and conferences with other world leaders, he's like the ugliest. Like, that's straight up embarrassing. Like, Obama was...
Bro, you know what we should do is take her face and age her by, what is she, 20 something? So let's age her by, like, let's say 60 years. Let's do this. Hold on. We'll use AI. We'll do it right on Grok. Here we go. Age this person by 60 years. We should get two options because it's Grok. Let's see here. Let's see if it does a good job or not. Grok's failing us. Oh my God. No, no, no. Make her really old. Let's take a look. It's not doing it. God damn it. Elon Musk. You fucker. All right, I'm going to try GPT. Hold up. Make this person really old. Age ahead about 60 years. Let's see here. Let me turn on some tunage while we wait. There we go. Oh, maybe I won't. Archie will put it in post. All right, this is going to take a sec, but I'm going to wait it out. AI is picking up makeup use. Yeah. Her face got longer like a horse, bro. It probably will in real life. It probably predicted that correctly. We'll come back to this one. We'll come back to it. Here we go. Look at this. What the fuck is that? I don't understand. Now she has a tattoo on her face or something. What the fuck is that? I said make her really old. You done over here yet? Oh, it's not even halfway done. Let's go to the next crash out. We'll go back to it. Oh, we got another Karen. Here we go. Now this is a crash out. This is a righty crash out. She sees they're having a feud at the baseball game. And dude's a Dodgers fan, and she tells him she's gonna get him deported or some shit like that because he's brown. Turns out he's a vet. He's been in 2 fucking wars.
Why is everybody quiet? Wait, what is this? I'm sorry.
You know what? Let's call ICE.
Call ICE. Call ICE. I'm a U.S. citizen. War veteran, baby girl. War veteran. 2 wars. ICE is not going to do nothing to me.
You fucked up, lady. Shouldn't have done that.
Good luck. Good luck. Call ICE. Call him. Call him. Idiot. Why is everybody quiet?
And according to the story, the guy got kicked out of the ball game too. So he probably was antagonizing to a point for her to say something like that. Just saying. But she still fucking said that shit. And she got fired for it. And the guy even said that he doesn't think she should have gotten fired for it. He was being a nice guy when he was asked about it. So kudos to that guy. Let's go back to here. Oh yeah, here we go. Look at that, bro. Okay, look at this. Okay, this is the original girl right here. There it is. There. Oh, we can see her right here on top. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that, bro. Now let's get a picture of Trump. She's so stupid. She thinks she's gonna look better than a billionaire that has like access to all the best shit to make and has like an obsession with looking good. You know what I mean? Trump 2025. Let's go. Let me see what he looks like. Here we go. All right. All right. Copy image. Let's paste it in here. I can't upload anymore. I stopped paying for this one. I still pay for Twitter. All right, we'll just go back and forth. Open image, new tab. Here we go. We'll do this. So there's... Bro, Trump looks way better than you. What are you talking about? That's what she's going to look like. She's sitting there talking about Trump. It's embarrassing how ugly Trump is. He's 80. Ew. Yeah, bro. Ew. Get the fuck out of here. You're ugly. That's I bet she didn't expect someone to take her picture and literally age it to see what she would look like. I bet she had no idea someone would like make a video or live stream doing this with her stupid video that she uploaded. Let's watch it again real quick.
Donald Trump being so ugly is literally so embarrassing. Like when he shows up to meetings and conferences with other world leaders, he's like the ugliest.
$10 super chat from Will You Teach Me says your mods banned my chats for no reason. What the fuck? You didn't do anything? Brittany says she didn't do anything, bro. What are you talking about? Are you trolling? The fuck? I don't know what he's talking about. Anyways. And finally, oh, we have this one. This is the world famous one. You guys love this one. This one got millions of views. This one is AI, but it's super funny. Enjoy.
Tell me your name. What's your name, soldier? Yeah, you hear me? What's your name, soldier? What's your name, soldier? Sergeant Pepper. Tell me your name. What's your name?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that not only does it for the video, but that also does it for the stream. I'm going to raid somebody on Twitch to see who's live. We'll do that right now. I'll keep it in the video. Fuck it, dude. Yeah, this will be the ending of the video. Me raiding someone on Twitch. I might have to be careful. Let me make sure it's a righty. Let's see what I got here. Jake the Viking's a righty. I know that for sure. We could raid him. He's pretty cool dude. He used to be on Mr. Beast videos.
Some of these are finicky, so thank you.
He was in like older Mr. Beast videos, and then I think it got like fired or something like that. So he does his own thing now. But he's a righty, conservative guy. You guys will like him. And he loves playing Tarkov. So I'm gonna send you guys to him. Let me get his link for you guys in the chats. Won't let me say anything bad about Dems. I had to change the sentence 6 times. Oh, I think it's not mods, bro. I don't really have any mods. I have like hardly any mods. Was that someone who said that on Twitch? No, it was the other YouTube chat, Pirate. Yeah, I think what he meant to say was it was like YouTube's AI thing or whatever. Like YouTube has their own rules on what they'll let people type. So that's probably what happened. It's not us doing it, dude. But here's a link to Jake the Viking for anyone that wants to go check it out. Here we go. So they give you guys the link over on the both chats there, and then I'm gonna raid on Twitch so we can send you guys over to Homeboy. Here we go. Raid. I think my computer's lagging. I'm playing too many streams. Raid Jake the Viking, and I appreciate you guys. I may be live tomorrow covering the No Kings protest. I may be here, or I might be downtown Denver live streaming, interviewing some people. So keep an eye out. All right, everybody. Until next time, much love. See you later, my fellow bigots, my Tylenol Americans. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's first light? Is that how it goes?